Man,
have
1 week
returned.
off. 1 week off feels like forever.
It does. It really does.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I didn't stream like at all. So that was really weird.
Probably felt nice though.
It did. It did. It was good. It was good to see the moms. Got some choice words for certain members of my family, but you know, it's good. That's
certain
good.
people who call themselves blood.
I mean, the one specifically isn't blood, but you know, she's an ass, so it's whatever. Anyway, it's a good trip.
You beat the shit out of her. She's bloody ass. There you go.
Stop it.
Oh,
no, it was nice though. I got to cut through some galvanized steel poles because apparently nobody else in my family can do what they say they're gonna do.
Friend.
Pretty much. My mom and I had our own D&D session. It was us against a pole, a section of chain link fence. Stop it! Why? Fuck you all. I quit. That's it. I'm taking my BFG and I'm going home. But no, it was nice. So I'm happy to be back. I definitely missed y'all, and we're like in the middle of the shit. So I'm really interested to see how we do.
We are neck deep in the shit.
Yes,
we are.
Oof, it's gonna be crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
So before we get to the recap, Luke, how are you?
I am good. I am good.
Fantastic. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then, Sai, how have you been? Trying to decide where to go next.
I love how you dug really fucking deep.
You gotta save the GM for last. So we're just gonna go.
I'm good. I don't. There's weird messages in the chat that I'm trying to figure out. Sorry.
What are you talking about? There's not weird messages in the chat.
Those are the people that hang out in the chat. Those
are our viewers.
Those are the viewers.
Be nice to
like
those
people. We like those people.
Speaking of viewers, welcome. Go. What? Go.
I'm going, and you will fucking like it.
Wow. Wow.
Look. The second thing, and I'm trying to figure out if someone is trying to send gift memberships in our chat, or if that's just happening for every live chat I'm in now, because that is an option for monetized channels.
That's not.
I don't see that.
Ours. I'm staring at our. I don't see it.
Okay.
So that's just you.
Okay.
By the way, I'm happy that you did all of this with your transitions and you're going back to the old standby. Okay, Woodrow, how are you?
You Pantera, fucking hostile.
Fucking neck.
Yep.
How have you been?
I've been good. I just a lot of work on my book. We're getting close to most of the line work being done, so getting a lot of things in order. So yeah, that's been fun and stressful, but yeah, I'm excited to be almost done.
That's awesome. Real quick,
exciting to hear.
Let's say hey to Leg Kick. We got Indie Dave Comics, Past Master Dan. We got Flying Feline Frog G, Comic Cowboy, Gordon Goodbrother snuck in just in time. Thank you all.
Neck punching? What?
Thank you all for coming by. Hopefully this will be entertaining. We're about to get the shit kicked out of us, so...
By a bunch of space spiders.
Yeah.
Space eel spider things. I'm glad I brought beer.
You're going to need it.
Yeah.
Numb the pain a little bit, you know.
Yeah, of course.
See, that's the one thing I miss about not being home. My mom went batshit crazy with the beer. She got beers, she got wine coolers, she was like, do you like wine? Like, here's all of this shit. My sister's like, I have Long Island iced tea. I was like, good fuck.
So what I'm hearing is that Shay got white girl wasted while she was at
I did not at all, not even a little bit. I didn't even get white girl buzzed.
I'm disappointed in you.
I know, it was
upsetting.
upsetting.
This was your chance.
I know.
To get liquored up in a safe environment.
I could have got white girl wasted with my ma. That would have been
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
No, me and my mom just sat there and like we would do some like deal with family or do some project, and then we just look at each other and she goes, "Beer?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yes.
And then we'd sit on the couch and we'd have a couple beers. And meanwhile, my brother's like, "I'm concerned Mom's having a lot of beer." I was like, "She has like 2. Like, it's not a lot." The other day, I drank so much that I fell on my face. That was a lot. That was drinking a lot. 2 beers at night is not drinking a lot. Oh. Damn.
I'm not highlighting that, Gordon.
Gordon Good Brother says Shay and her mom's turned into Beavis and Butt.
Damn.
No.
Nah, not that bad. Not that bad.
Fire.
I like.
Pole.
Fire.
Look at this. Comic Cowboy is appreciative of size Abby.
No, this was before. This
So,
happened
oh.
before I switched.
Oh, so you went for
Sci-fi
more.
D&D.
Yeah.
more
Fucking sweet ditties. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Comic Cowboy says, I'm
That's
jelly.
okay.
I don't have grown-up friends to play D&D with. I am DMing my son and his friends' D&D group. That's cool of you, though.
Yeah, that's still pretty dope.
That is
That's
fun, especially
pretty
because you
dope.
can make them all suffer. It's like you
Teach
didn't
'em-
you didn't
teach
take
'em how
out the
to play
garbage.
D&D right, you know? With the role
You
playing
did
and
not.
everything.
You did not help your mother clean. Take a level penalty.
I gotta go grab my notes. I'll be right back.
All right.
Shay, did you see the picture that Luke tweeted out with the quote tweet of our stream tonight? Also sent it to you separately in our DM.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's good stuff. If you missed it, go check it out because it's funny.
Yeah.
Now I'm just killing. Well, you know what, Woodrow? Luke already listened to this, so he knows what happened.
Yeah,
I
fuck that
don't
guy.
remember shit. So how about we do the recap while he gets
All
his
right.
notes?
So, last time on Dice, Dames, and Dudes, the party had a near run-in with the Skyphosa swarm before finding the Neogi hideout on the system's edge. They infiltrated the lair, only to find everyone inside had been brainwashed by the Neogi, everyone but Linalil. While she waits back with the Tabaxi pilot, Jerem and Vanas prepping them for a quick exit, the party pushed further into the lair, finding a bloated Neogi overlord on the edge of its birth cycle, moments away from
gross.
repopulating the solar system with a new brood of Neogi spawn. And that's where we pick up. And when Luke gets here, we can sort of bring up the map and get everything going.
Can we not call it the birth cycle? I mean, I think he just shit out his kids.
That's what it is, though.
Oh, it's
It's
nasty.
their birth
though.
cycle.
It's not. That's not cute. That's not cute.
It's the
See, the
birth
cat even hates
That's
it.
nasty.
You nasty.
That's
You
nasty.
Oh my gosh. All right, Sai, you want to bring up our map so we know what the fuck's happening?
Okay, hold on. It's
I,
been a
I believe in you. You can do this transition.
it's been a while.
It's
I
gonna be
have
so
Do it.
sweet.
No, I'm not even sharing it. Hold on.
I believe in you.
Wait, why did you do that?
Because I'm not even sharing it. I have to get it in the StreamYard before it, and it might have accidentally done it automatic. Okay. Fuck you.
Oh shit.
Shay. When I hit the thing, you have to hit add to stream on the bottom left.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Yay!
Teamwork. Make the dream work.
Yay! We all did it together. By all of us, I mean 2 of us.
Yes. You
That's
too.
half.
Fine. That's half. That's 50%. That's still failing, but
That's
it's okay.
No, that's an amazing batting average.
Oh shit.
So, the last turn we went off in initiative was Kronos' turn, and you thunderstepped away from the Umber Hulk
Yeah.
back over to the machine and started messing with the machine. Inside the darkness, a magic circle of darkness, is 2 of the NPCs, and the swarm of Neogi spider spawn are crawling out from its wound that you made and crawling along the walls, up along the ceiling, sort of falling off the ceiling and just filling up all the spaces within 30 feet of the Neogi spawn.
Hot.
As soon as we come back, it is the Neogi's turn.
No.
You guys can hear movement in the tunnels behind you.
This shit.
The spawn moves 30 feet forward, so 10, 20, 30. Boom. Trying to eat anything. A good number of them stay on the Neogi Overlord. But the space within every space, basically within 60 feet of the big Neogi monster, is filled in with a token. You don't have to actually fill them. You can just sort of like kind of make like a line of where they are, and we can just assume all the spots are full. It'd be easier for you.
I'm going to make an ellipse
Dude.
of horribleness.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Dope. Okay.
That's
so you can.
Is that good or bad for us?
Very bad.
Depends.
Hell yes.
You
Shit.
are fucked.
Right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You said 60 feet? Holy
From
shit.
outside of the Neogi, yeah.
All right.
Well, gang, it's been nice knowing you.
Yep.
Pretty
30.
sure this is where we all die. It'll be great.
Hold on.
No problem.
Super.
We got this. So good. So
And those
good.
of you who can see through darkness,
So not
see-
Bryn.
yeah, would see on the other side of that orb, the Umber Hulk actually goes down. It's just swarmed by insects, and you can see the orc just sort of kneels down and puts its arms out, and is, I think, close enough to be swarmed. We'll see then in a minute, but they're approaching it, and it seems like he's just letting them
So
come
the
to him.
orc's just like, take
Yeah,
me
basically.
away.
You can
Wow.
see the other water genasi in the darkness is not. It's sort of looking around and seems to be like waking up from a dream or shaking something off. And Nola seems to be getting bit on the back by one of the Neogi spawn, grabs the eel-like head of it and throws it down and screams. And she can see she sort of like looks over at you guys, but she can't see through the darkness. So she's just seeing the orb at this moment because it's kind of covering her sight of the exit and everything. So she's sort of looking around and surrounded, but you can see that she's not mind controlled, and neither is the water genasi, but the orc still seems to be.
Okay.
Doot.
So does this look accurate, or should I center it elsewhere?
I would move it down because that's technically the first movement of 30, so they would be down.
Okay, so you don't want it 60 across. You want it like... Okay.
No, it's from the front of the.
Yeah, from the front of the Neogi, it's just basically a cone 60 foot out that just spills out of these guys.
Well, I can't do a cone, so...
I
mean, you
I
could.
know. The circle's fine. It works. Doot, doot.
So this is now centered on what was his head.
Shit.
Come on. Alright. It doesn't go out far enough to the sides because Nola is covered, and I think Hawks actually is too. Doot, doot. Boom. Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
Johnny
right
with the
there.
priorities. You got a vampire to rescue. Die later.
You can see that Sylph is turned around. He looks like he's moving. He is going to... A nat 20. He's going to step right towards Kronos. He steps out of the darkness right into Kronos' face and goes like, who are you? And then...
Yes.
And you can see he's
You looking
looking
at
at
the same thing.
his eyes are darting at the wood elf in the machine, and he's gonna ask you to if he can move by. He's like, excuse me, can I need to get to that machine.
You know how to get him out of that machine?
Yes, I'm also
Then
going
do it.
to destroy that thing. And he starts moving past you guys. Since you guys are now friendly, he can move through your space. And he goes up to the machine, and he's using his turn for that. Hawk sits down. Nola can't move because of the space, so she's going to attack.
Come on, Nola.
10 plus her 6. Okay.
Don't be a bitch.
1d10, 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, that's what they have. So she smashes one. Basically, with the one that she grabbed and pulled off her, she slams it into the ground, and it kind of just like pops.
Oh.
And then the Umber Hulk moved, the Neogi Spawn moved. Now it's the big guy. The darkness dropped, which you already did, which is good. And it.
I will be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just moving shit out of the way. So where the hell did my?
Okay, so the magical darkness is now gone.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
And it is actually going to. I need to make a d4. It can't, well, it sees that it can't do anything to Kirby because it's a construct. So it'd be U3. So d6.
I'm just gonna put this down here so I can fucking.
You're good.
I don't know where this layer disappeared because this is like a Bryn AE, so I don't want to get rid of it.
Pretty sure we'll use
that
again.
Range front. Now off. Cool. And he is over here. Cool.
Boom. And they're just right in front of you. So you're adjacent to. We'll say with that, or each of them gets like one. So you guys got one next to you. Don't think they're gonna be able to hit each other. Pluses. Really, really low. Nyogi Hatchling is only +3, and that's only 19. So 19 doesn't hit you. As they're sort of crawling down the floor, one sort of drops down in front of you, Dis, and rewrites itself, and you can see this eel-like neck sort of lashes out and tries to bite you. And you can smell the room starts to fill up with this sort of like putrid, almost acidic smell. And it seems to be coming from the breath of these things as it sort of bites at you. That missed Bryn because that's not going to hit. And then that's its turn with it. And so that goes to, they're doing their thing in the cockpit room. Dis, it is your turn.
So I'm going to turn to Bryn and just tell her, you need to scream, "Let's rock," and unleash your cannon.
Okie day. When it's my turn, I will.
5, 10, 15, 45, 50, 60, 5. Okay, so this is going to have to be a BAMF. How is my equipment? Sorry, I'm just finding my teleport.
Yep, you're good. And basically you could use your bonus to do your shadow jump, your action to sort of basically clear a space. See, actually, you can fly, right? It's like a mechanical thing. Yeah, you don't have to clear space. So you can sort of teleport and reach out for her, and then you would still have your movement to do your big bamf. And you'd still have an action.
Your big bada boom.
Big bada boom. And
Big
she's going to try, because you're technically flying, she's going to reach up and make an athletics in the chaos to try and grab your hand, but it's not hard.
Okay.
No, of course, she's going to roll a 3. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell her, I'm going to reach down and be like, "Come with me if you want to live."
Oh my gosh.
God damn it. I knew I was going to do it. Shut up.
Wow.
Okay, so she reaches up, but the hatchling, the Yogi hatchlings actually begin to crawl up and begin to kind of like push her down with the weight, and her hand is like just out of reach of where you teleported. You still have your action. She's still adjacent to you. Do you want to use your action to try and grapple her?
Please.
Okay. So go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Grapple that bitch.
15.
15. All right.
Yes.
So you reach down and sort of grip her hands, and your fingers interlock hers, but it's just like the first little bit knuckles of your fingers interlocking, and you can feel it ripping away. But as you have the grip, you know she's willing. She knows who you are. You guys have met before, and you can teleport with her with your movement.
Bam!
And where are you going? Just so I know, because you'll.
Sai doesn't know.
You're so mean. I would show you if I could get that.
Okay, so you're just going back down here. I didn't know if you're like gonna go to the ship or what.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, that'd be too much back and forth. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
All right, so boom, bonus movement, Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
And it is your turn.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what's going to happen. Oh.
Light them up.
No, you don't.
At
BFG.
the end, yep. At the end of Dis's turn, the legendary action of the Nyogi, he's gonna send out a psychic order, and you can see Hawks, who's getting eaten, just sort of lays down, but the rest of them get movement, and it's only half of their movement, so they move 15 feet out more, which would surround, I think, everyone but Kirby basically is completely surrounded.
Okay.
And they've almost completely cut off the exit. Boop. Yeah, there's like a little bit of wiggle room where you guys can kind of move.
So
through.
I can't BFG.
You can, and you can sort of cut a swath through them, and it depends on where you want to aim this. And you can bonus action reload, and you get 2 attacks, so you can take out 2 big sections.
So
Boom.
I can aim it not directly in front of us.
Yes, you can aim it past them. They're small creatures.
Okay. Cool.
Or well, technically they're medium, but they're on low to the ground.
So you could do like here, and then like
Mind the
here.
NPC, maybe.
The NPC is getting eaten alive.
He gave up. He's laying
He
down.
laid
and
down to
literally
let them
laid
take him.
Okay.
He was like, "Take me!"
He didn't make the initial damage to save to break that enslavement, so he was
Sai, instead of... Hold up. Will you stop moving? Okay, first off, thank you. That's what I needed. Okay. Can we... I would like to put Hawk out of his misery, considering the fact that he clearly seems to not give a fuck.
Okay.
Poor bastard.
I mean, look, if you're gonna just lay down, let me just take you out at least. Okay.
Coup de grace.
Question for the group. Do I digital dice or big die?
Oh, tough
Smack down
question.
on that.
I know. None of it's good. Which one?
You're targeting an area, not a person. So
Yeah. Oh,
big
so I
die.
don't have to because I already
Yeah,
So I already hit.
So you're just rolling for damage
Oh,
now.
okay, that's fine. Well, then we'll just do that.
Yeah, you roll for damage and they make saves, but I'm not gonna roll for a bunch of them. And if they make half, they would still. If they made it and took half, they would still die. So basically, wherever you put those dots is gonna be a clear swath. Just boom.
So 26.
26 damage. Yep, half of that is more than 7. So they all of those guys are dead in that spot. So that
Okay.
spot's now free. So
Okay.
basically, there's just a couple adjacent to you, and I'm assuming where you're moving that is going to be just north. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to fucking paste the layer, but it's not letting
1,
me.
2, 3, 4.
Jesus, do you
So
hear that thunder?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got that too. We got a dust storm rolling through out here. Whoa. One of them haboobs. Boom, baby.
All right, and then we'll roll again, and I
1, 2,
can't.
3.
Yeah.
And that touches those ones, so those ones still technically die. Nice. That leaves with 2, 3, 4. Nice. That leaves 4 of them alive.
So
Around you.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 34 for the next one. So yeah.
So 17 is half, so they still double die.
So, Nola can run away. Her space is basically clear in front of her. There's one above you, Dis, and then technically next to Bryn, there's one on each side of her, and one in between you guys that sort of fell off the roof and plopped down. So there's still
In the
those
middle
4.
of everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You
there
guys can
isn't
run
one
past
to
them.
There isn't one to my immediate left, just right directly in front of me.
Yeah,
There's
just
not.
right there.
Okay.
Why are you moving him?
Yeah.
Because
showing.
he's asking, so I'm saying.
No, there's not one there. There's one
nothing
in
there,
the middle. Right there. Yep. And then there's one on either side of me.
Okay.
And then
And
the
then
one
the-
above you.
The one next to Kronos is there. There's 1, 2, 3. There's a total of 4 of them that are alive.
Yeah. One on either, two on.
One
so
on
there's
either side
one
of
right
me,
next
one
to
in the
this,
middle of us.
right above
and then
the
Yeah,
end,
one-
right?
That
Then
one's
there's
technically
one-
dead. The one right below Dis is still alive too.
Oh,
Okay,
There's
so
like
that's
a,
the one
there's
I
like
was
a
asking
tic tac.
about.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
there's a tic tac toe diagonally, and then one above Dis and next to Bryn. So, do.
Okay, so there's one here.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
One
And
there.
then there.
and then
And then the
diagonally all the
middle.
up.
Yeah.
Right
there,
there.
and then and one more up diagonally. And that's
Yep.
it. Those are the only ones that are living. Everyone else gets vaporized.
Damn straight you do. Piss me off. BFG your ass.
That was a bonus action to attack. You can move, if you want. The red spaces are clear. You can move in them.
Just keep in mind,
I'm good.
you're going to provoke an
I'm
attack.
good. I understand. I'm good. I'm not moving.
Doot, doot, doot.
Sorry to piss on your parade, Woodrow. I just wanted to
No.
remind her.
No, I don't care. You guys can do whatever you want. Kronos, that is your turn.
All right. So there's two of them right in front of me. All right. Well, then I guess I really just have no choice. I'm gonna have to attack with the scythe. Let's see.
And your hex is still technically on the Neogi Master.
Right.
You can feel it still on him, just so you're aware.
Okay. Yeah, it's not dead yet. It's still got
Yep.
plenty of health. Yeah, but I'm kind of stuck at the moment. So yeah, I will go ahead and go for the one right in front of me, in between me and N. So
Oh, between you and N? Okay.
yeah, 17. So that's 17 plus 11. So that's 28 to hit.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, and then
And if you can't do less than 7 damage, like if your plus is pretty high, what's your plus?
1d10 plus 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wouldn't even roll. If you hit, you kill one. So the one you hit is dead. You just basically
Okay.
slice right through it. And then you can just make your
So I
second
get a
attack.
second
'cause it's-
attack, yeah.
Yep.
And I'll attack the one right up there. Yep. And nat 20.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah. All right.
Yep, it's
And-
done. We don't even gotta entertain it. It's gone.
So for my bonus action, I'm gonna yell back to the water genasi and be like, "Hey, how's it going over there?" And
just a
toss him
few-
a bardic inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when you do that, he's like, it's looking like it's going to be... Oh, I think I have this. And then
Excellent.
Just waiting for his turn again. Doot, doot.
Hey, Woodrow.
Yeah.
Since we've got an entire round, and I haven't heard it, don't forget Kirby.
Oh, yep, you are correct. Doot, doot.
And for my movement, I want to kind of move down into the opening to keep Nola from bolting,
Okay.
and also have a clear line of sight to the Neogi Overlord.
Doot, doot.
I'll find you.
Are any of you hurt? Like, pretty injured?
I'm down 30, 34.
18.
Okay, so that's what Kirby would have done then. 'Cause that's what he was
I'm-
going to do in my head. I just didn't. I overlooked
Gotcha.
him.
I'm down 3, so yeah.
You're only down 3? Okay, cool. So it's definitely going to be Kronos. So he's going to hit you with just a Cure Wounds. You feel a sort of cold metallic hand on your shoulder, and you gain back. Is it gonna roll? Oh, 25. Nice. He rolled
Nice.
relatively well on that. Okay. Doot, doot. So that's what he did for his last turn before the NPCs went. And then you did your 2 attacks, your bonus action. Are you going to move at all? Because technically you can move
I'm
without...
trying
okay.
to find him to move him.
Gotcha. And then so...
Fuck is Luke's token? God damn it, Luke. Stop hiding. Got like 90 layers here.
I know, I'm sorry.
Nope. It's the whole world.
That's the whole world.
Can you not right-click on it and see
No,
a
because
selection?
it's overlapped by so many other layers.
Well, it doesn't
No,
give you
but
a
it's
should be
the
list.
all the way at the
bottom,
top.
it isn't.
They should be all the way at the top, the player tokens.
The
Oh,
3
you started
ellipses
moving.
are all the
Oh,
way
dang.
at the top.
Yeah, then shit got moved around. Doot, doot.
Thank you.
There.
You know
Ready.
what? You know what helps?
Putting them all in a group? Fuck you.
Or naming them.
They are named.
Naming them. What do you mean naming layers? Who does that?
Did you not name it Luke?
He is layer 5. Shut up.
No. Kronos, you're layer 5 now. It's your new code name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because
Here we
you
are
took
now.
them out because they
Entertain
were
us.
blurry. I was like, I named them all.
They were
Well-
blurry as fuck. Yeah, I redid them.
Doot.
Poorly.
Bryn dies. There's a sudden heart attack. I'm just kidding.
Shit.
the cursed ring finally takes its toll.
It suddenly exacts its vengeance.
Yes, and oddly
And
enough,
this is-
its vengeance takes the form of 2 fucking stabbing weapons right in the back of her body.
Oh, it was
Ouch.
funny. Ish.
Ish.
More or less.
Mostly less.
Fuck you.
Okay.
It's because I didn't rasterize them. I was going to draw 2 big red tits.
Nice. You can go ahead and hide those and move the green.
Hide
Move
your
the green.
tits.
Yeah, hide the tits. Move the green thing back just on the outskirts of where those 2 are. They move again and they move just up to where Bryn is. Boom, boom.
Okay. Repeat everything you just said more slowly and descriptively.
Okay, so grab the green circle and sort of move it up and to the left just a little bit to where it's just the outside of it is just next to Bryn. And Bryn, you still have those 2 next to you. Right there. That's where they've moved to.
Okay.
And then,
Pretend these are down here.
yeah, easy. And then, that's going to be 1 and 3. So this. That's not going to hit. 1 tries to hit you, but is just out of reach. And they all...
That's what happened
They-
last episode.
2 of them climb up on you and start trying to bite, but they're just biting the armor, and you sort of just easily sort of move with your axe and grab them and swipe them off and kind of throw them back down. Doot. They move. I need Dis. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. Or wait, it might be wisdom. 1 sec. Doot.
Please make it be charisma.
I think it's...
If we're going
it
by,
actually might be wisdom. It's wisdom.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ha!
might be a different
Sorry.
attack.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different move he has. Or spell.
Oh, I'm glad I re-rolled it. My
Nice.
charisma would have been a 17. My wisdom is a 19.
Nice. Both of those actually make the spell DC. It's a 16, so you would have been good either way. But
Yay.
you feel the words again sort of enter in your mind, and it's a different feeling from before. It doesn't seem to be exacting control. It seems to be trying to just like paralyze you with fear. But you know fear, and fear is.
I am
very
fear,
accustomed to.
motherfucker.
I was
But
born
this
in it.
is- Oh my gosh.
I am the fear that attacks in the night.
And you can hear more movement. You can hear more movement below. Kirby is going to move back to next to Nola, right behind where Kronos is, and he's going to say, like, move past me. I've been wanting to try something. And you can see the Firestorm missiles pop up on the back of the cat armor that he's got. They sort of open, and you can see them sort of come out, ready to fire. He's holding for that. NPCs. Boom. Grill is out of the machine, and basically Sylph has him one arm over and is sort of carrying him, but he's going to be moving at half speed if no one helps. And then, because it looks like he's not the strongest person, Nola is going to move past you, Kronos, before those insects get too close to her. And she's just going to basically 60-foot movement as far as she can until she sees what's below.
This is what you hear from the big bad guy.
You motherfucker.
Sorry, I had it. I had to use it.
You motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
What do you fear? Sleeveless shirts. Your torso is warm, but what of your
But at
arms?
what cost?
Gosh.
It's a freeing feeling. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking madman.
Luke's like, I don't own a shirt with sleeves.
No, I mean, I own a couple.
Sleeves are for pussy.
I find they chafe.
I find they change.
Not nearly as comfortable as regular shirts.
It's not nearly as comfortable as Pits Out.
Oh God.
Kirby's moved. NPCs doing their thing. Nola runs until she sees them.
Okay, so Nola's not trying to fight us anymore.
Fuck you, Johnny
No,
Cage.
no, Nola is not. No,
Okay, good.
Just
she seems
fuck
to have
you.
snapped out, and Sylph did too. They both got natural 20s on their when they took damage from the Neogis that hit them,
Uh-huh.
and
They
Sylph
snapped
got
out of
it.
it.
Yeah, Sylph got it from the spell that he was in.
Also, just to be clear, I would have saved this guy if he didn't lay down and just play dead.
But he's mind controlled and was told to be feed for my brood, so he did that.
I know. Help me. Help you.
So is he dead?
You just see a swarm of
vamped
spiders over him, and
Well,
Yeah.
now
I
it's
mean,
just
there
goop.
was-
there was
there
just
was-
goop there for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's an infinity sign, right? It was,
Yeah.
hope.
Sure. Yeah.
NPCs have gone. So yeah, Nola, we can just pretend they moved. Kirby is just below you a little ways, waiting for you guys to run past so we can let it just light that whole place up with Hellfire missiles. Doot, 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 doot.
So wait, Kirby's moving down here.
Yeah, he's there. Nola's just past him till she rounds and sees the fucking Umber Hulks. And Sylph is trying to move, but he can only get 15 feet, so he's just below where you are, Dis.
Which one's
And you don't have the blue W, and you don't have to worry about the G because they're together. Boom, right there. And you can move them. Like if you guys use your turn for movement and stuff, you can actually move with them and help them further their movement. By moving half speed. Dis, it's your turn now though, and you're looking at a horde of Neogi spawn coming at you like a wave.
Hey, Bryn, how many shots do you have left?
A lot.
Yeah.
Like
Can I make one more suggestion?
7 or something at least.
Put one more shot right there.
I feel like you're showing something that I'm not seeing.
Where the mouse is.
Where the master is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I want this big motherfucker to die. I don't want him to
Mind control anymore or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wait right here and hold my action and wait for
Nice.
Bryn to deal with this while I guard her.
All right.
Oh
like
wait. Someone launched missiles. Hold
No,
on.
he's waiting. He's waiting to launch missiles.
Okay.
He's gonna
I'm
blow this
waiting.
whole room up. So.
Oh
he's-
really?
Yeah, it's
Hey
a big
Bryn,
spell.
let's go.
I feel like
Fuck
we might
it.
need just a tiny bit of time. Okay.
I'm
that's
doing
cool.
my-
You could- So you're not even gonna help the people that are moving at half speed?
There are things coming.
Cool.
If I wait till
Don't
they're on-
worry. I'll shoot and I'll grab the fucking
No, I'm
gimpies
saying you
over
don't have
here.
to shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Just grab the gimpies. 'Cause missiles.
He's about to destroy this entire room and bring it down around everything.
Right. I'm trying to give us just a little bit of breathing room so, shit doesn't get through. But okay, sure.
Just fall back.
Whatever.
You can face
Dis.
this way and cover.
Make me a perception check.
74.
No, this is actually a serious check. You have to beat a really high DC. You probably can.
This is actually a serious check, you dick.
Okay, 28.
Nope, you actually didn't make it. You didn't
Yay.
see something. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay. Do. Dis, you did your thing. You teleported, right? Or did you move?
I did my short teleport.
Okay, so you have movement and action, and you see the Umber Hulks right there. And you can still hold your action because you haven't used it if you want, and just wait for them or whatever. But just so you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Wait
Okay.
for him to get closer, because I got to get behind them, and now I can't without another thing. So
So, Bryn, it is
Yes.
your turn.
Can I carry this G dude?
Yes, you can. Well, there's 2 of them, and so I'm gonna make you make an athletics check. But
Right, but so one of them can't run, the other one should be fine, right?
yeah, the other guy will be fine to move.
Okay. Cool. Athletics check, you said?
Mm-hmm.
15. Fuck, that was not a good roll.
15. So you sort of dip down, kind of put his arm around you instead, and just kind of like take the weight off of him. And Sylph sort of looks up at you and kind of goes, "Thank you." Doot. And then you can move with him with that check. You don't have to take double because it's just one person, so you can do your full whatever 40 movement or 45 movement you have.
Yeah, 40 movement.
Yeah.
which one did you take?
G. She took the G, yo. Gangsta.
I took G and we're going. He didn't go back to me. Oh, okay. I'm like, hold up. I went
that beer.
Uh-oh.
It's just
Yes,
shaking
you will.
up.
It'll just take a second.
Yeah, I won't be
Yes.
drinking it right now. Sit there and think
continue.
about what it did.
Yeah. Have him go 40 feet, and then go 40 feet with him. There we go.
It's a little stormy around here, just a little.
Tiny bit.
Sylph is going to use his held action to move, so he's actually up where he gets the other half of his movement. 5, 10, 50. Okay, so he's kind of right behind Kirby. And as that happens, Kirby kind of looks at you, Kronos, and goes like, "I'd hurry up."
Punch it.
And
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm waiting.
It's your
everybody's
turn.
Getting out.
yeah, it's
All
your
right,
turn.
So, yeah, I will run down to about where Dis is then. Wait, is W Gimpy as well?
No.
Okay. Then yeah.
Boom. Okay. You see the Umber Hulks, but Kirby's going to use his reaction because you triggered it for moving, so he's going to go before you get to take any more actions on your turn. This is
Okay.
some Magic the Gathering interrupt shit. But he's going to unleash his Firestorm. And basically you guys see he sort of moves his arm and kind of pushes Sylph past behind him and uses his movement to sort of walk him back as you just see like all these missiles start whistling out of the top of like the spine on the armor and just out of the spine up and around his armor out into the cavern, and it's just exploding, and all you guys see is just it light up with a fireball after fireball.
Tickle bitties.
That room starts to collapse, and Kirby's basically like, that might have been too much, guys, as the asteroid you're in, the cavern starts to shake.
Uh-oh.
But, Kronos, you feel your curse snap away. You gain back whatever hit points you get for something dying from your hex.
I think it's like 11 or something like that.
And then you also can move that hex as a bonus action, which you have because you've only used your movement, 'cause it's now your turn again. And that was a reaction on Kirby's part.
I can
So if you want to
move
switch it
that
to one of
hex?
these... Yes, because the creature died, so you can switch it to one of those Umber Hulks.
Oh yeah, I'll switch it to the Umber Hulk then.
That is your bonus action, just so you're aware.
Okay.
But you still have your action, so you can still sling a spell or something.
All right. 11 HP heal, so I am back to full. All right. So what is
Nice
what
hex
is?
effect.
Can you bring up a 10-foot radius for me?
Of?
I want to cast Shatter right in between the fuckers.
Okay. That would hit both.
Yeah. So yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. You said this is going to be Shadow?
Shatter.
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 Yeah, it's just a quick sonic boom.
Yeah.
Oh, you get purple.
It's a scream
That
fireball.
Yeah. So.
Boom. And they're going to make
3d8
saves.
thunder damage. So 1.
Oh, shit. Okay.
7 plus 6 is 13. Plus another 4 is 17.
All right. That's total? 17 total?
17 total, yeah.
Okay, so one takes 17, one takes 6. Boom. And boom. Okay. As that sort of happens, you can see that as the place is shaking from the firestorm that just went off, the firestorm missiles, your shatters sort of breaking the rock in the stone of this cavern you're in, and it sort of some kind of fall down and smash the Umber Hulk down and kind of fill up that area where that radius is, and it's sort of not completely blocked off. You guys can crawl up and over it, but it's basically like put a pile of debris on them, so you could move over them until it's their turn and they get out.
If they get out.
I have a question.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
So thunderclap, is that in every direction, or is it like a cone?
So I think thunderclap is the one that you have to put out in front of you in a 15-foot square. Like you drop a 15-foot square somewhere around you. Okay. And it has to be touching you with thunderclap, I think, because it's like coming off of you, I believe.
You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take thunder damage.
What's the
You're talking about the
area?
Trip?
Literally a booty shake.
It says range area 5 feet.
So everything around you, everything 5 feet, basically.
It's
has to
literally
make that
going
save.
like right out in front of you.
It's like a repulse from Star Wars.
So it's targeted on self?
Yeah, it's just anything that's adjacent to you. It comes out from you, basically.
So what's the 100 feet thing?
That just so when you cast that, anything with 100 feet knows that happened.
Yeah, it heard it.
God damn it! It was gonna be cool. It ceased being cool.
It's a cantrip. They're rarely cool.
They're useful in the beginning of the game.
I actually really like cantrips because when you get higher levels, they level up in how much damage they do. The ribbon ones don't really get much better. Ribbon abilities or whatever. But so Kronos, that was your bonus, your movement, your attack, and then so it's gonna be the Nyogi's turn. Okay, so the Nyogi is basically dead. You can see the Umber Hulk move. They sort of stand up and let's see, their movement is the one that's hexed.
Yeah.
Is actually going to move forward towards Dis, 30 feet. Excuse me. Oh, actually, you could stop it right there because it's got to squeeze through, so it only gets half its movement. The one in the back is going to move up into the wall because they can burrow, so they can literally just start burrowing. It's going to walk up and sort of towards Kirby in the wall. It's going to have full cover, so it's going to be burrowing in the wall. I don't think it can quite make it there yet. It'll just be like right bursting through behind Kirby, just barely.
Okay.
Oh, so he's in within reach. Dude. Oh, fuck.
Kirby, you're gonna die, honky.
Well, they did all hit. It's a total of 14 and 14 is 28. 37 damage to Kirby. 37. You guys can hear the Umber Hulk burst through the wall behind. Bryn, as you look back, you can see an Umber Hulk burst through the wall, kind of grab Kirby, slam him into the wall. His other arm busts out and rakes across its chest as the mandibles break through and smash around Kirby's head. He's just sort of like kind of almost pinned against the wall. Not completely grappled, but being like basically molested.
That's not cool.
And then...
No means no!
A costing ass motherfucker.
That it is Kirby's turn, and he's going to attempt to stop this shit right now. Let's make an attack.
Did not consent.
Yes.
Could you let me know before the round ends since I had that held action?
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah,
want
Yeah, at any moment you can use your reaction.
I'll
and
wait
that-
for Kirby, but I just want to.
Ooh, 32. 32 damage, and that's the one on this guy. 949. As it does that, you can see the lights that are on the armor of Kirby's lion. That's sort of like almost like a yellowish glow. They all sort of go dark, and you can see the energy rising off of it. Sort of starts to sizzle when it touches the skin of the Umber Hulk, and it kind of almost retreats back into the wall for a moment. The NPCs are going. They're gonna see that Umber Hulk and what's going on, and they're gonna sort of try and attempt to move past behind Kronos. Dude, that's all they do.
You mean these?
Yeah, those guys. And then that was the Hulks, Kirby, NPCs, and then it's back to Dis.
Fuck it, I'm attacking.
Oh, shit.
And you can pop your duplicate behind it
pop
for
my
2
duplicate.
attacks. Yeah.
Shit. That thing. Come on. Okay, 24.
Yeah.
And 24. And 1d8 plus 9. Does the one at the back get a sneak?
So, technically, you have advantage, I believe. So you would still get your sneak attack because it'd be like flanking advantage.
Okay, then he's going to do both while I'm the distraction, so fuck him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can do that too.
So do that. 21. 32. Plus 39 total on one attack.
Oof. Okay.
And on the second attack, which does not get sneak, ah, 13.
13. Okay. 13. So 58.
Yeah, I rolled
All right.
minimum on everything on the second attack.
Doot. Summon 2 attacks. You still have movement. You only took a 5-foot step in or whatever, so you could still move away if you wanted to risk the attack. If not, it would be Bryn's turn.
No.
Big bada boom.
I shall
Okay.
wait. Where's my other me?
And you can hit the one that's behind Kirby. He technically doesn't have cover from you because he's exposed. So you can't
Okay,
hit that
do
one.
I
just
do
so you
I
know.
still have G with me?
No,
I'm
G moved down
confused.
here.
Okay, so he's suddenly good on his own.
No, so G wouldn't have moved. He's technically with Bryn. Because
Okay.
he's being the other ones.
I
who
was
can move
carrying him.
on their own. But you could still attack with one hand.
Yeah, I mean I normally do, cause I'm giant. Yeah. So I'm gonna rage, and then I'll
Ooh.
swipe at him with Axie.
Medium
'Cause-
attacks.
Cause yeah, he don't piss me off now.
I'm zooming out for a minute. I gotta find
Yeah, no
my
worries.
other me.
21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Okay, he's up.
All right. Wow, that fucking sucked. Well, that's at least better. So I got 7 plus 16 fire. So it's 23 damage.
So 7 plus 16 fire, and then the Let's see, the 7 was from... Oh, no way. Okay, so then you get your plus whatever for raging as well on top of that.
Oh
Which
shit,
I
I
think is
forgot.
4 or something.
+3.
Plus 3, okay. So 9, 26. 26 for the first attack. Boom. Holy shit, okay.
Alright, and he's still standing, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing it again. That fucking sucked. I got a 14.
Ooh. So as you go to swipe, it sort of moves from that first attack and kind of retreats into the wall a little bit, and your axe just kind of goes into gravel that falls as it sort of moves around. It seems to be barely hanging on, though.
Well, that's something.
Kronos.
Yes.
If you're not moving with him, Bryn, you still do have your movement. I mean, there's not really anywhere to go.
Yeah, I'm engaged anyway, so
Okay.
if I try to leave, then he's gonna come at me, so.
Alright, so Kronos.
Can I even attack the Umber Hulk in front of me without hitting Dis?
Yeah, you can. You have reach with your scythe, so you could technically still use your scythe, or you could use a ranged weapon or spells.
All right. Well, let's see.
It's the advantage of reach weapons. I love polearm fighters.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you've moved to here.
I guess that's what I would have to do in order to have reach.
Yeah, I was just confused because I didn't think you could reach 15 feet with a fucking scythe. That would be crazy.
I think there is a way to actually do it, though. I think
Attach
there's a way to extend your
attach the stripper pole.
reach. Yeah.
All right. So, right. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and I will use my bonus action to go ahead and pop Spirit Shroud.
Nice, so you get another D8 damage. Also, you crit on a 19 to 20 because he's hexed.
Okay. Awesome.
Just to keep in mind.
All right. So yeah, and I will attack with the scythe. So 26 to hit, 15 plus 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1d10 plus 6, and then I get an additional d8 because of the Spirit Shroud, right?
Mm-hmm. And an extra plus 5 because he's hex cursed.
Okay, so that's an extra plus 11 altogether after I roll this.
Nice.
All right, so 8 plus 3, that's 11, so 22 total. Right? 8 plus 3 is 11, right?
Yes, and you had a
then-
plus what?
The attack itself has a plus 6. 1d10 plus 6, and then I got a plus 5 because of the...
So 22.
yeah.
So first strike, you cut right through. You still technically have movement, so if you want to try and get eyes on that second Umber Hulk, you can move your curse. Oh wait, is it a bonus action to move your curse? I think I forgot you cast.
Yeah, I just used Spirit Shroud. Yeah.
Okay. But you would heal if you had any damage done, which
Yeah.
I think you're full. But
Yeah, I'm back up to
okay.
full.
So that Umber Hulk is down,
Nice.
but the path is clear. And so Umber Hulk is gonna try and grapple Kirby with one of his attacks. Oh no! Second attack, grapple Kirby. Nope. Third attack. Ooh. Okay. So the third one uses all of its attacks. You can see it sort of like scraping and scratching to try and get at Kirby, and finally the mandibles click around it, and it sort of begins to pull Kirby in the wall. And you can move the Umber Hulk back 10 feet, and he has Kirby. So Kirby, they both have full cover, and he's in the wall. He's not exposed.
He's not exposed at all.
Motherfucker.
No, but it is Kirby's turn. We got to see if he can get out on his own. Let's see. He's only got one attack. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Dude.
When a burrowing creature goes through rock, does it leave a little cave behind it?
So it leaves something you can kind of move through because things kind of collapse in on itself. It takes effort and it's difficult terrain to do so.
Oh, I'm nodding my head.
Kirby went. He's tried to get out. NPCs can't really do much here. Dis. And you can see sort of where the Umber Hulk went in, and you did hear the commotion on the other side of the wall. And I don't know if you guys are sharing video feeds. I know Dis does sometimes, but so you kind of know where the Umber Hulk is in general.
Can I shadow step there?
Technically no, because that's a space that's occupied. So those 4 spots would be occupied by the creature, so that would be no.
How about there?
Yeah, it's just difficult terrain. And Kirby's technically in the same space as the creature because he's grappled. So, but it's you can try to like pull him out. Yeah, like that. Boom.
I'm gonna snatch him.
It's teleporting. Okay. Shoot.
I don't.
So that Umber Hulk.
Can I do that with my 60-foot?
Not with the bonus action one. You have to use your movement one because you have to use your dimension, your big.
Yeah,
head
and I'm out
people.
of that. So
okay.
I'm just grabbing and pulling.
Okay, so give me an athletics check.
22.
Yeah. So you pull and you realize it's got a pretty strong grip, but you notice that the mandibles start to twitch, and you use your perception and wait for it, and it flicks to try and readjust its hold, and you yank at that moment and kind of pull. You guys go both tumbling out of the wall. Boom, boom, and what other? So you used your bonus
action.
Okay, so you still have movement, a little bit of movement.
Can I keep hold of Kirby and fucking drag him this way?
Yeah, you can move half your movement speed with him if you're like pulling him. And then Bryn, it's you with G baby.
With G baby, huh? So who we calling him now?
You don't know his life. Well, actually, you guys do kind of know his life. What else?
All right, let's see.
Just leave him, Bryn. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I guess all I really got is move.
Get down where we're at.
Yeah. I guess that's about all I can do, so.
Does he have to be within 15 or 30 of me?
30.
Oh, okay, so he's fine then. Little fella.
And you can move through Kronos' spot if you want to. But if you're not, Kronos, you're next.
I'm gonna.
And you can move through the shadow as well. Like this is space that's up there.
Let's see. I'm going to grab everybody and I'm going to teleport us. I'm going to use my last 7 charges on the sentient cord and teleport us out to the ship out there.
Oh, damn, so you're using teleport. Oh, yeah. Dang, okay.
I'm grabbing everybody and we getting the fuck out.
Now, fuck this shit. And where you're just going right onto the...
Right onto the ship. Yeah.
Okay. And as you're on the ship, you can see the other Umber Hulks are sort of walking down the path towards where the combat was happening. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make a... Oh, no, because the stuff that's on the ship, it's vibration resistant, so they wouldn't feel that. So... All right. That was a clutch move right there.
So
Umber
are we
Hulks
going
are about
to
to
our
start-
ship or their ship?
That one, I believe, because that's where the other
Yep.
people are.
Yeah, because that's where we told what's her name to wait with her husband.
Yep. And she's on the ship. She brought them all on that ship on the deck because she is while she's looking. She doesn't really notice you guys appear behind her suddenly. She's watching the last Umber Hulk, the one that's under the ship, walk through those tunnels where the other two are, and those other two are now bursting through the tunnels where you guys were, because they had walked into the walls and were going to bust up behind you. But you had just gotten out of there. Yeah, so you get back and you see what's her name? Linalil is on the deck with Vanas, and she's like kind of holding him, and he's crying, and you can see the other two are still knocked out. One of them is poisoned, and the other one has a contusion on his head and has been
These guys?
unconscious. Yeah, they're on the ship though. They were moved down there by Linalil. And you can see she turns around and goes over to the pilot, and she doesn't even notice you guys are there because you guys have sort of popped up behind her while she's looking, and she turns and she goes and runs over to the pilot and starts shaking him, and the cat pilot sort of wakes up, and you can hear her saying like, "Come on, you're gonna need to fly all of us out of here when they come. They should be getting here any minute. Come on, get the ship ready." And she's like shaking him, like holding him awake, and he's like, "What? What? And it's just like extremely drugged still from the poison. And then she just sort of like drops him and just starts slapping him. But is what's happening in the moment. And then Vanas sort of turns around and goes, "Oh, they're here. They're already here." And she sort of like stops and looks up, and she's like, "Let's go."
Hold on. Is this one still there?
No, that one was walking up the hallway with the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that you can see.
No.
The other two you can't see anymore because they were about to ambush you. Boom. Yeah, there you guys are about to get grappled and pulled into the walls. That's what was going to attempt to happen.
Oh.
But you can all like teleport and fly and shit, so it's okay in the long
Yeah.
run.
Right.
You can see the Tabaxi sort of gets up and looks around, and he sort of feels his head, and he says, "I don't hear it anymore. Do you?" And he looks up at Linalil and like looks over at Vanas, and then hears the commotion and looks down the hall and he goes, "Yeah, I should get this going. I should." And he sort of like gets up, collects himself, and runs down the hallway into the helm of the ship. And if you guys wait a little bit and stand on the deck with the people, you'll see the spider legs of the ship start to move, and a very quiet hum kicks on when the ship starts. And the only one who really notices it is Kronos. Dis, you kind of notice it because your perception's so high, but it's more of a vibrational thing that Kronos picks up on, and you can sort of feel the ship start, and something about it really piques your interest, Kronos. There's no like normal
Any reaction
engine.
from Jemmy? Like just the armor that's inside me, the crystal?
So when you had gotten that original sensation when you saw the ship, that like tingling, that was like that sort of like when you almost like you're being watched, or that there's that like tingling feeling that crawls up the back of your spine and your neck when something sort of, you can kind of almost always feel that when you're in the presence of the ship, and as you get closer it gets more intense, but that hasn't changed since you felt it.
Okay.
Don't
What
forget
happens if I touch the wall? Any more reaction?
No, you can just the sensation just gets really intense. It's almost like when you hold your hand on those shaking machines. They're considered like whatever shock games or whatever, but they don't actually shock you. They just vibrate really fast. You can almost get that feeling when you go to touch it, and it's kind of hard to hold your hand there for a while.
Okay. Take my hand off.
Don't forget we still have your ship, Kronos.
And
I
your
know.
fighter.
Yeah.
Did I bring
Yes.
my fighter? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought both of our ships. So we need a game plan. We need to figure out where we're going.
I could.
And can either one of our ships fit on the cargo area of this Nyogi ship?
So you actually probably could park the starfighter on the very edge of the deck and fit the van, or on the center of the deck and fit the van on the edge of it. Because the Nyogi spider is bigger than this. If you pull up the map, you probably could actually fit both your ships, but it would be very, very crowded. to do that. You'd probably be better off just following the ship.
Well, yeah, I was thinking one ship on and one following, but if it would be better, we both fly. I just don't want them getting lost.
Well, we will want that map probably though.
Yeah.
Death Spider. Nice. Yeah, so that's like the actual size in terms of 5 foot, and you guys beat on it. So
we could fit there.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about all this poop.
It's all just like junk.
It's all just junk.
Collected. Yeah.
We can just fucking boot that shit off.
It's at the butt end of a creature. I'm like,
and as the ship sort of starts to orient itself and lift itself up out of the sort of shield barrier, you can see that there's a weird sensation as you start to lift up out of the shield in this asteroid, because immediately you guys start to panic because there's no shell shut. It's an open deck like a ship. But as you sort of start to go up and exit the shield into what would be considered the void of space, there's actually an atmosphere on the ship, and there's almost like a moon-like gravity to the ship's deck when you jump and hop and move around. Kronos, give me a Arcana check and or History check.
I'm not worried about Bryn or I, because we have shields for our helmets.
18.
18.
Yeah, 15 plus 3, 18.
And was that Arcana or History?
Arcana.
Arcana. So what you learn is this ship definitely moves in a way that kind of breaks the laws of physics. There is when you were scanning this area and collecting data, you realize that like there was some of the code here that doesn't really match normal physics. Like there's a barrier. Like I said, you feel if you exited the inner rim, you would just pop up somewhere else on the inner rim on the other side. So it doesn't really necessarily follow physics. This ship is similar. There is a gravitational field to this ship that sort of, if you were to drift off away from it, it would sort of pull you back to the ship. It seems to be that it has a gravitational pull for humanoids specifically on the ship. It seems you feel like if you flicked off an object, it would continue to go, but people become anchored to the ship. And it seems to be based on the helmsman and who's piloting it. And it's all done through the mind, like psychic ability, and there's no electronic features. Electronical. There's no electronic features of it at all. It's all Arcana. It's all magic essence that make this run.
Woodrow, I have a random question.
Yeah.
You said there's a telepathic link between me and my fighter.
Yes, your ship. Yeah. You could call it and have it waiting for you and pick you up on the decks if you wanted to do that.
Yes, please.
And then Luke, you could, if you want to stay on the ship, you could stay here, and you could basically do the same thing. Just chirp your van. Now that it's all going, it has the same features. It's just connected to your neural link. But yeah, you guys have access to your ships.
Get them on here.
You guys could stay on the ships and just have them basically autopilot follow you guys if you want to, sort of like towing, almost psychic towing. If you guys want to stay on the ship for the journey back, but it depends on if you want this ship to go back. You don't really know where it's headed at the moment.
No, we don't.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm worried about leaving them by themselves.
Right, which is why we could have landed your van on this thing and piled everyone inside it.
I'm not leaving this thing here. I want to know more about this thing. Sorry, I'm curious.
Yeah. All I'm saying is we got like 24 missiles.
Uh-huh. Why do you always want to fucking destroy shit? Like, can I get some information about it before you want to destroy it?
No.
Like, destroy this fucking asteroid with the fucking Nyogi on it.
As you,
my missiles aren't big enough.
As you guys are having this conversation, and like you guys are on the deck of the ship, sort of rising away from this asteroid, and he's trying to navigate through the very thick asteroid field. You're navigating through the spiders. The ship's almost crawling rather than flying through it at times. You see it orients, and as he's Kronos is just like, why don't you just destroy the asteroid with all the Nyogi on it? You hear tum 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 as the energy ballista from the ship just start firing at the asteroid, and you can hear from deep in the ship the Tabaxi just going, take this take this and that, and he's just like, and the sounds that's coming from these energy ballista that is being fired is very deep, and when it explodes and hits the asteroid, that's very impressive in terms of artillery, and you can see it's just destroying the asteroid over some time. It takes a little bit of time, but just a little barrage from the artillery, and the asteroid seems to split up and just kind of separate into pieces among the other asteroids.
And that is what I'm fucking talking about.
You know what? I think this. I think we need a carrier. Just saying.
I'm thinking these people need a place to land and regroup. And
I think the Rebel asteroid base would be a good place to head to. Also,
That's
I think
exactly
we need
what
to
I'm
explore the ship that has nothing to do with the fact that I just saw the fucking legend of what the numbers mean over here. No, not that at all.
And you wanted to destroy it, like too
Well,
much.
It's creepy as fuck. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
and I
it
have
is.
a natural aversion to. I have a natural aversion to spiders. I'm sorry. And
Well,
I just lean back and point my middle fingers up at the air.
I go ahead and send the sensation that I get when I put my hand on the wall over to Dis.
Your whole body vibrates this, and it's very, very weird feeling. But
This is the
Magic
thing,
fingers.
sensation I get when I touch this thing. All right,
Magic
I got to
fingers.
find out why.
as
I lay
you guys
down
are
on
having
the
this
deck.
conversation,
Oh
you
my
guys
gosh.
hear Sylph, the water genasi, goes up to Grill, one of the wood elf that was in the machine, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I don't know. Still to this moment, I don't understand what he was having me build, but I'm sorry. And he just puts his hand on him, and Grill is just sort of has this look on his face. It's like a 1,000-yard stare. He sort of just kind of like is looking at people and not really. Nothing seems to be clicking. It's just dead space.
Aww.
Vinas is kind of looking around, and he goes, I'm gonna double check the pens are empty, and he goes into the ship, and Lil is sitting there with the guy who had the design shaved in the side of his head. I think his name was Jerem. Yeah, Jerem. She's sort of like nursing the wound on his head a little bit, sort of patching that up best she can with pieces of her clothing and stuff that she was wearing, like the doot. And she sort of looks up and goes, "Thank you. You said you were sorry and wished to repay us last time we met. Well, I think that debt's been paid." And you do remember when you, when you went there last time, you guys had apologized for Kirby landing in their village and them all getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
I
a
imagine
little
Tom
less
will be very happy
sorry.
to see you guys.
as the ship sort of exits the inner rim where the rocks are sort of clustered tightly and it can sort of just begin to coast, the power sort of well, it's not really power, but you can feel the hum of the ship sort of slows, and it's more of just like you're just adrift now. And eventually the Tabaxi comes back out, and he's just like, I can't thank you enough for releasing me from that torture. There's all these things in my head I can't explain.
That big greasy fucker needed to die.
I couldn't agree more.
Nicely done with the barrage of missiles there. That was.
Oh, thank you.
Ballista. Can we? You mind if we look around? Because
I was actually going to ask you to do that. I don't think there's anything left on here, but I'm not checking the pens alone. And you can see that Vinas is in there, like slowly opening the doors to one of the pens, just kind of like peeking in.
peek. Is there a little view hole like on a hotel door? They're in there.
It's a little people.
Yep.
But over time, you guys do manage to sort of go over the deck and look, and you guys you're the only ones on here. There's no stowaways. And as you're looking, it's weird because you're used to seeing that in the months that you've been here now, everything has panels and electronics attached to it, hologram screens. But it's nothing. It's just this smooth black surface that almost mimics wood in some spots and metal in others, and it seems more like a old-timey ship, you'd notice, and so something that Bryn and Dis would actually be more familiar with, and Kronos you would see like in a bottle on someone's desk, or that you read and saw in a history book or something.
Right.
But when you guys get to the helm, which is the front of the ship where the Tabaxi is, he stops in front of the door, and he's like, "Yeah, thanks for helping me search the ship. It's good to know that there's none of those Umber Hulks or any of those little spawn crawling around my ship."
Spawn.
But where is it you guys want to go? I see that you've got ships tailing. Do you need me to drop you off somewhere, or are you taking your friends and leaving?
Well, I guess
Jerem's with me, Sylph's with me, but I don't know if are you guys part of our new crew or what? And he sort of looks over at Vanas, and Vanas just gives him a shoulder shrug and like walks away.
I guess the question is, what's your plan? We have things we're doing, and we have places that we stay. Do you guys have that? Would you like that?
I mean, no. Not really. We don't have that. I would like that. I can't really speak for Jerem, and he kind of like points over to the guy who's passed out in Linolil's arms, and kind of looks at Sylph, and he's like, "What about you?" Sylph kind of goes like, "I don't know. I was a scientist before this. Communications mainly. I don't know. I don't really have any plans. I'd kind of like to go see if my family's." And he sort of like takes a deep breath. I'd like to see if my family is still on Terrace. And yeah, so he seems to be from Terrace. He's a scientist. The Tabaxi goes
to Terrace.
Me and Jerem were more smugglers. I was always a pilot, which is why I think he broke me when he captured me. Piloting this thing isn't easy. I can tell you that.
So there's a resistance, a rebellion, if you will. I mean, we don't have a princess with cinnamon buns on the side of her head, but I mean, they seem like good people. They can use all the help they can get, whether it's pilots, scientists, just soldiers, just people. They could use farmers.
And we can probably offer you at least a place to stay for a little bit, and so you can regroup.
Certainly, probably a place to hide this big bitch.
Yes.
Well, I can't say no to that right now. And you saved my ass, so I'll stick around. Maybe I could repay the favor if anything comes up. I'll just leave if I become a nuisance. Just let me know. Yeah, but if you've got a place I could hide this baby, I could use that right now. And he sort of slaps the side of the wall.
So, have we explored all of this?
So yeah, it's basically as you go around, there's a brig where it seems like you can hold prisoners. There's all these pens that seem to have bones and rotting meat in them.
You say pens, and I'm like, yes, I could write for days. It's like, wait.
Yeah.
No, dear, like animal pens.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. It just took me a second.
And there's all these little like quarters where it looks like there's all these little shelves. And when you see them, a vision flashes over your mind of just a bunch of the little Neogi spawns sort of crunched up, sleeping on them, and you get the sense that those are like quarters where they would just tuck in and sleep as they're in space travel.
This is gross.
Yeah. This ship has a very odd feeling about it. Everyone feels gross being on the ship except Kronos and the Tabaxi. And that's because the Tabaxi's been mind broken to love this ship.
Right.
And that's because Kronos is fucking weird. Got you.
Yeah.
You're talking to a dude with a skull for a face and a giant blue mohawk. Yeah. A little bit.
And a spider living in his body.
Yeah. A crystalline spider, basically replacing my rib cage.
All your bones.
Yeah.
And tendons. And ligaments. And muscle
Y'all
fibers.
nasty.
I'm badass.
Let me highlight what I'm mainly concerned with.
Owner's treasure and shards.
That.
Helmsman's locker.
The pantry and galley, because I think we could probably all use to eat at this point.
So as you search this thing, you realize that whatever had owned this had been collecting trash and junk in an attempt to do something that the people can't seem to fully remember. There's no treasure or charts in the room where they're supposed to be held. It's just nonsense and more of those patterns. Remember the little book that he held up with all the shapes and stuff? It's more of that insane scramblings and stuff, or scribblings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No. So the shapes and stuff, the Tetris blocks that they were looking for, it was meaningless.
You know what?
Now in the armory there are weapons. There are basically like bowcasters from Star Wars. They look like crossbows, but they shoot energy bolts, and they're actually a little stronger than the pulse rifles.
Nice.
So there's about 30 of those bad boys. There's
there were
armor
20
you
of
don't.
those? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 20.
Right?
15.
So
I think it was 15.
28.
Damn, they're down to 5 of them. What happened?
Dang, what's happening?
It's insane.
Wait, how many
there
other
is-
people are on this ship other than us?
There's armor that you don't seem to quite understand how to wear. It looks like it's built for spider bodies and eel
Ugh.
necks. And there's armor for Umber Hulks. Crudely made. It looks old. A lot of the stuff on here seems to have just been sitting here for what seems like eons. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, okay. That's basically all the stuff that's on.
Okay, so basically I want to leave enough bowcasters for the people on the ship.
So 4. Just leave them 4.
So 26 bowcasters disappear. Damn.
Right.
And what's
You have
this
a bag of
alchemist
holding.
lab?
So in there is more of the tools to use alchemy. So if you had the ingredients to do something, like say you wanted to make more ink, or Kronos wanted to brew some stuff here, he could, because you guys have the ingredients. All the tools that are needed to do alchemy are in that lab, or brewing or anything of those sorts.
Right.
Same thing with the
I guess-
kitchen. There's knives and butchery sets and stuff like that in there.
I guess I'm more interested in the tools themselves than creating anything here. Because
You could build an alchemist kit out of this stuff if you want to try and sneak some shit to make a kit for you if you don't already have one.
well, I have a poisoner's kit,
Yeah.
but I also want to be able to do the stuff for Bryn for her inks.
Yeah, so there's a couple things here you think you could take to make an alchemist kit, so then you could do that.
And I also want to make sure that Kronos has everything I know he has his ship back, but I don't know how well stocked with his brewing equipment it is. So I'm going to point out the lab and be like, look, whatever.
When
Do I
Dish
see
does
any
that, Kronos,
interesting designs? Like, is there any interesting designs that I could mimic on my ship? Anything that catches my eye? Interesting techniques.
in terms of them doing mixing for alchemy or their food and even really their weaponry, it does not look interesting. It all looks super, super crude. Even like the bowcaster type pulse rifle things you got, they look crude. Oh, they're very powerful and they work, but nothing really looks like it should. Everything looks off. Like the guns all don't match. They're not uniform. Stuff like that. Same thing with the armor.
Interesting.
So nothing catches your eye that you would want to collect unless you want to just collect something because it's specifically Nyogi, but nothing catches your eye.
So what we could do is probably take these weapons back to the rebels, have them take them apart to see how they work, and then create their own.
That's what I was thinking. Show them to Bach.
Yeah.
I mean,
just let them
just because they're crude, he might be able to shape them up so they're not quite as crude.
Right, and then whatever they don't need in terms of doing that, then we can turn around and get rid of on the market or whatever. A privy. Wait, is there a shit monster in there?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, now that you said something, I want to roll a dice.
I'll flush. I will flush.
Let's see. Is there a shit monster? Nat 1. I'm just trying to think. Is that Yes, there is a ship monster, or no, there's not a ship monster?
I'll fight it.
Anyway.
It's a critical something.
You guys figure that out. I'll be right.
I also want to go through the junk and just make sure there's no hidden...
Give me a investigation check.
Okay.
Failure.
I just want to make sure that
Failure.
we're not leaving anything behind. Does a 32 count as a... Because it's a 20 and then plus 12.
It's a nat 20 plus 12. Okay, yeah, so that's 32. So, let me see. I'm going to do... This is the first time I actually get to use like a random generated magic item. This is interesting.
Awesome.
I like piles of junk.
So do I. And this is kind of one of our first encounters with one, so...
Let's see.
I like piles of junk. Y'all need...
I like MacGyvering things.
Sure. I could have swore I had one in my fucking tabs. This is going to make me mad. Anyway.
Well, I'm happy to wait for a second.
Yeah,
Exploring takes time.
Oh, what if I roll a folding boat? That's going to piss you off.
That would be hilarious. Then I can sell one.
So go ahead and roll me a D100.
So percentile.
Mm-hmm.
I want a big fucking divoted golf ball that has all 100 on it.
It's cool. There's like multiple things. So depending on... I can look at multiple charts. And if one of them's really bad, I can just look at the next chart and see what that chart gives you.
008.
008. Wow. Okay. Let's see. That is...
What are you doing?
Searching junk.
Nice.
Okay. So you're going through...
You're entirely too amused. I'm scared right now.
No, it's not amusing. This is really good. Like, really, really good. Well, I mean... I think it is. You guys can, like, brew them or whatever. But anyway, you're going through the pile, and you're finding all these empty bottles, and you're like, ooh, okay, so there's got to be something good in this section of the pile, and you're getting this, like, this glass section of the junk, and you get down to the bottom, and one of the vials is actually still full, and it looks like a healing potion, but it's actually really small, and you kind of look at it for a moment, and you're like, huh, and you pop the cork a little bit and smell, and you realize that's a very strong healing potion. Very strong healing potion. I'm going to add to your sheet 1 potion of supreme healing.
I need to find a nice ribbon so I can make it a present to Bryn.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You know you can keep some of this shit.
Are we all sifting through the junk?
I am not. This is a disc thing.
No, you left.
This is dumpster diving.
Yes. You know, one Nyogi's trash is a Dark Elf's
Is still trash. Yes.
Look
Nyogi's
what I just
trash
found.
is still trash.
Right.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm curious to see what else is in there.
Don't encourage.
It's 10d4 plus 20 hit points.
That's a lot of hit points.
Yeah, but it's added to your sheet now. It's in your bag of holding. And then roll me another D100 because you did get a nat 20 on your investigation. We're going to use that same chart.
Ouch. 99.
You're going through and you're sort of digging through the trash, and it's taking you a while. When eventually you find a bag that looks actually very similar to the first bag of holding you were ever granted in the first season. It looks like almost...
Oh, your
exactly
first ever bag of holding came back to you.
I think I still have the original. I think that's what we're using.
So...
Hold on. I trust no bag of holding at face value. Not after what happened to our gold.
Exactly. That's a good call.
I'm going to test it.
Oh gosh. Put 1 piece of gold in there, see what happens.
Well, see if there's anything in there first.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Open it up.
Yes, put your hand in it.
put your hand in it.
Fuck no. I like my hand. It's pretty.
A bag of moldy oranges. Oh, thanks, some person. We appreciate it.
All right, so roll me the D100 again.
Oh God.
And so you said you're testing the bag, right?
Yes.
Okay.
23.
23. So you guys see Dis pull out this bag, kind of opens up the bag, looks in it, looks at the bag. She already has attached to her gear. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it. Opens the bag, goes to put a single finger in, and then you see Dis's form just go and is devoured by the bag. Dis, you are in an extra dimensional space. You can try and escape by using your strength to sort of swim up to the light, the hole at the surface.
Hey, when I said put your hand in it, I was fucking kidding.
So you guys, before Dis gets to try to get out, you guys do see Dis just disappear into the bag, and the bag just kind of plops onto the junk pile and rolls down to the deck.
I don't know why. Why do y'all keep reaching into those fucking bags?
You hear telepathically, I'm fine.
No, you don't. You're in a different dimension.
I shoot a magic missile with a note on it.
Out the bag. So, do any of you do anything?
I'm gonna look around and see what the fuck else is in here with me.
So you look up and you see a little pinprick of light. You look around, all you see is black as it sort of fades down. You're sort of floating, almost like you feel like you're in water, but a thicker liquid. But there's nothing around you. And as you look down, you can see 2 red slits open up in the darkness, and eyes open up and start peering up at you. And you can feel like if you don't get out of here, this bag could devour you.
I'm going to start my flight, working me up towards the light. At the same time, I cast fairy fire down at whatever that black fucking thing
Give me a strength check as your wings pop out, and it's kind of slow and almost there's resistance to it as they pop out, and you can feel something's trying to just pull you down.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you guys are sort of looking at the bag when all of a sudden, poof! It opens in a burst of what color is your fairy fire?
Purple.
Purple. As a burst of bright purple energy comes out and sort of starts to fall to the ground like magic dust and sort of collects on Kronos for a little bit as he just kind of goes and blows it off his shoulder. And you see Dis fly out with the wings spread out and begin to fly up off the deck into space. And the bag just sort of, kind of farts and shuts.
Did you have fun, babe?
It was
Did you enjoy
awesome.
yourself? Yeah.
We're definitely selling this to someone we hate.
No gold!
You get the sense if you sold this to someone and they got inside and couldn't get themselves out within a certain amount of time, they would be devoured by whatever magic beast or magic created this thing. With that chest hair, there's no way he couldn't get out.
I know.
His chest hair alone would be armor against whatever the fuck's in it. It'd go to bite him and be like, oh.
He'd make a rope out of all those chains.
It got on me. Ew.
Interesting. So, gonna hold on to that one. I don't know. I kind of feel like we should show that to Suzaria and see if she knows a way to dispel it or destroy it.
Can't you destroy it just by stabbing it? By tearing it?
I mean, if it's an actual bag of holding as well, I mean, could be dangerous to just stab it. I don't know. Just a thought.
Stab it repeatedly.
We have this whole sun right over here.
Right? I mean, that's
so.
If you want to call her. I can describe the red eye slits that were looming to devour me quite well. Here's a mental image.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep, that's definitely creepy.
OMG, what if it's a little like a dragon and this is his horde? That you fell into his horde pile and he was like, "Bitch, mine."
So I need Kronos to roll me
Yes.
a D100.
All right.
I mean, I could always turn it inside out. Nothing bad has ever happened then.
70.
A 70.
If you could not, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
An ancient dragon appears on the deck.
I don't know what this is. I got to do research now because this is interesting. I've never heard of this item before. We got to look it up real quick. It's an ointment, though.
Oh,
Oh no,
it'll cure that burning and itching.
gross.
It's ointment
Bad
of
for you.
penicillin.
Okay, yeah. No, it's basically, I don't want to give you another healing thing that's really, really low. So I'm going to go ahead and tell me, re-roll that for me, Kronos.
Okay.
Because it's like a really, really weak. It cures poison disease too, but
How about
it's
90?
like really low. 90. Oh, nice. So you find as this was going through and sort of burst out of the bag and along the junk pile up into the sky, and came down and started arguing. There's a something that's sort of poking out that kind of catches your eye. It's like a piece of junk. It's almost just like a rod. Bryn, go ahead and roll me a D100 as well.
Oh,
Is this sticking out of the junk pile, the bag, or me?
The junk pile that you flew across.
Oh, okay. I was just trying... Kronos shakes his head. I'm trying
43.
to determine if it was in the bag with me.
Did you say 43?
Yes.
43.
All right. Another thing that comes rolling out as that happens, that you see, Bryn, is another potion that seems to be, it's got sort of like this orange liquid in it.
Orange.
So,
I want to trust it because I'm just saying, like,
You have a
but
huge amount of wisdom. Don't forget.
yeah, can I discern what it is?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh fuck.
Can I assist?
Yeah,
+2.
you can.
It's
I'll
better
give
than
you
what I got.
advantage.
So. All right, let's do this. Come
Come on,
on! Oh, that's not bad. That's a 19.
19 total?
And a 19 with advantage. I got 19 and then 19.
Nice.
so you were supposed to get a 19.
I was supposed to get
So-
a 19.
As that happens and Dis sort of skims the pile and shoots up and lands back down, you guys are arguing. Kronos, your eye keeps catching the glinting of this rod sticking out of the junk pile. And Bryn, a vial sort of rolls out and kind of touches your foot, and you look down at it, and you're like, "Wait, I've seen this potion before. This is something my tribe uses." And you know that that's a potion of hill giant strength. You used to trade with hill giants for these potions specifically.
Yes! It's the
That's
best kind of
awesome.
Sunny D sun person.
Yeah.
Just some
That
of these.
Sunny D's nuts. Okay, sorry. I'm good. I got excited.
All right. So what is this rod that I see sticking out of the
Give me an
junk
Arcana
pile?
check.
Why don't you touch it, Kronos?
Would
Yeah,
you like
just touch
You
it.
shut
Just
the
touch
hell
Why
it.
don't
up.
you just
a
touch
tip.
it?
May
Just
I-
stroke it.
Just the
Like
tip.
real gentle.
Can I make an offer real quick? I do have the identify spell.
Okay.
If
well,
it is a magical item. It's up to you. I'm offering.
okay. I mean, can't I do that after?
Yes, you could.
Okay. So hold that thought.
Save that spell slot.
Oh, look at some person. That's horrible. A narwhal.
Narwhal horn.
Horn.
Lord. 17. 14 plus 3.
Nice. So, in this junk pile is a rod. And you said, what was the total? What was the total again?
17.
17.
Oh, it's 17. Okay. Sorry. I thought in my head I saw the number 73 and I was like, that can't be what he said.
No.
What was the number in a D20? 235.
D6.
that would be my dyslexia fucking my mind. But so 17, you do know that this is a very powerful rod. It's very powerful. It got powerful magic associated with it. But with that 17 and the placement of it here, and with all the stuff that you were sort of collecting, all the data, as you're looking at it, you kind of scan it over as part of that check, and you get a sense that this is another item that breaks the physics, the laws of physics, and this is an item that was supposedly meant for the quote-unquote main character of the game, and this is an immovable rod.
An immovable rod.
Yep.
So it's just stuck where it's at.
In time, in space, yeah. Not time, but in space. In time and space. Very cool things you can do with immovable rods, but you have one now. Dude.
Oh, so I can pick it up.
Mm-hmm. If you want to.
Why, after looking up Shay's potion, I immediately typed the letters IM, and it immediately suggests immovable rod 5e.
Because Google will be watching, y'all.
Well, all right.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
It legitimately is.
Sai and I will talk about something via like text or fucking in the car or something like that, and then I get home and do like an Amazon search, and it'll have recommended something. I was like, stop it. That's not
Holy
okay.
Shit. You push the button, the rod freezes, and you can hang up to 8,000 pounds off of it.
Holy fuck! That's pretty cool.
And something has to do a strength check DC 30 to move it.
So,
holy shit!
In one of the cool things that happened in the Critical Role show was they had teleported into a dragon's belly and then clicked the immovable rod, and the dragon was still flying.
Yeah.
And it was still flying, and it made the strength check, and it failed the strength check. But what happened is the movable rod didn't move, but it became a bullet at that point because the dragon's so strong, and it just pulled it out of itself and created a hole. Shit. It created a hole where the muscle was like flexing that they could crawl into and out of, but then that muscle was so strong they just started getting fucking smashed. But yeah, that was a pretty funny episode. But yeah, immovable rods are cool. There's interesting things you can think of. If you have more than one, you could obviously make like a ladder, like a magic ladder in space where you just like boop, boop, boop. There's weapon traps.
All you need is two of them, and you could like wall climb with them. Yeah, over anything.
Basically.
Kronos.
Yes.
Suppository.
Oh, I'm gonna save it for that uppity dragon that tore apart my ship in the beginning of all this mess.
Yeah.
Shove it up the.
I warned him I was gonna make boots out of him.
Or Johnny Cage.
Oh.
He keeps mouthing off in our chat.
Listen.
He was rooting for us earlier. I mean, granted, because he wants us to save him, but
right.
He was like, "You can't die yet. You gotta save me first. Then you can die." And it's like, "Oh,
then you can die."
I mean, like,
and he said he
kind
would
of rooting for us.
Yeah, he said he would
almost there. It's just like a little bit.
Just as a quick aside, because I don't want us to have a random encounter, I'm going to use our knowledge of the patrol routes and shit like that to try to direct the pilot back to the rebel base without.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about rolling off that chart for this. But what you guys do pick up on the way, is no, there was a.
My friend.
He does not say that to us.
There's a derelict ship that's just sort of floating out in space, and then when you look at the coordinates, it's the spot you marked where you marked that Skyphosa swarm.
So over here.
And you think that so they probably got caught in it at some point, and the Skyphosa fed on their ship, leaving them completely stranded. That's like the big worry about Skyphosas. They don't necessarily kill you. They can kill you, but they mainly drain your ship of all its energy and just leave you adrift, and then they move on. So go ahead and give. Oh wait, you guys didn't know much about them, so that would be like that'd be impossible. Never mind. But so the.
What is the?
We
what
could.
The pilot
you don't know.
What does the pilot know about the Skyfoes? I mean, they operate in this area, so.
So if you ask the Tabaxi about them, he would basically tell you that They are feared by pilots because they don't necessarily leave people dead. They put people in comas, and they can sort of like people will have like they'll go into shock and have like a heart attack or a stroke or something. It's very rare, but being stranded is very, very dangerous. You have no way to send out distress calls if you don't get it out before they drain your ship completely. And if you fly into their swarm, they can do it before any call goes out. And you get the sense from flying, you guys didn't get any SOS calls or anything like that, or any maydays. So you get the sense that it probably got hit before it realized that it was going to be taken down. And when you pull up the image of what the ship would look like, as you guys sort of are investigating, yeah, it would be shaped like that, but on the back end of it, you guys can see this strange sort of like net that's attached to it, and it seems to be pulled in tight, and there's it's like it's got something in it, but you can't see what it is, and then every now and then you'll see a shimmer of sort of that translucent pearlescent coloring that you got from the Skyphosa squid jellyfish that sort of moved through your ship at that moment when you guys had kind of passed near the swarm. So it looks like this ship was trying to catch them in some way, because it looks like it's got a net full of them on the back of its ship. Real quick, as you guys talk, I have to go use the restroom real fast.
Unacceptable. So unprofessional.
By the way, guys,
How dare you pee?
Yeah.
if it has not been long enough for us to obtain a rest on this other ship, I'm definitely going to recommend that we rest before we go over there, because I'm pretty tapped out.
Yeah. I mean, I just used my biggest spell to get us out of there.
I mean, it only takes me 4 hours. I don't know if Kronos...
I mean, short rests give me back a whole bunch of shit.
Up to you, Bryn. Kronos, can your ship bend time at all? Like,
so
Tesseracty accelerate it on its own?
Not that I'm aware of.
I only have 2 more slots for rage.
Yeah.
And I only get that back on like, I don't get shit for short rest.
Really? Damn it.
Yeah, anytime I've done a short rest, I like, nothing changes.
Yeah, warlocks are good for short rests. Dis is 4 hours, but Bryn, the only way for stuff for barbarians is long rests, really. But 2 rages isn't bad for one encounter, you know.
No, I mean, that's all I have left before I would be tapped, is what I'm saying.
So it would take you a minimum of 4 hours for Kronos. Or, 4 hours for Dis if Dis wanted to do a full rest. Only a half an hour.
And then
short rest is an hour to half an hour. I usually do half an hour. It's just like a quick little catch your breath.
No, I mean, what would it give me back?
A short? You'd have a chance to heal. I don't think it'd give you any magic back. I think so. You'd probably want to do a full rest.
But a short rest for me would give me back a bunch of my shit.
Yeah, you'd get your warlock spells back and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's up to you guys. You can totally park out and sort of see what the ship does and wait.
Yeah, I just worry that if there are any survivors, they could be dead by that point. No.
Does the pilot know that whether or not this ship has any special immunity to the Skyphosa?
The
unique,
bug ship?
the unique structure, the unique crystalline.
He's not certain, but he does say that he's never really encountered them since he's been a pilot and since he's been piloting the Death Spider.
Okay. So he said he hasn't encountered them since he started piloting it. Okay.
Mm.
Do they seem to? Would he say that they? Would you say they move away when you get the ship nearby, or is it?
That's the thing is they're an ethereal threat. We don't pick them up. They're not even on this plane until they pop in. So you can't really, you don't know if they're there or not, if they're avoiding you. So there's really no way.
We can't scan for them or anything like that. Sensors.
No, not normally. Not unless they're already here waiting. But then they'll come into on your scanners. But just as like static, really. You have to know what you're looking for.
I mean, we saw it pretty good when we were inside it. I'm gonna run a scan just to be safe, and I see nothing.
Do I see anything looking through the? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Looking through my visor, it's awakened. I can see into the ethereal plane.
How far?
I can see ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent. Any way to use that looking through like the area?
Hold it in front of your sensors.
No, you can use so this ship has old school what do they call it?
Optical
the telescopes.
Sensors.
So you can actually like an old pirate telescope, extend it out and look through it. So technically it would work. And as you look through that, you can see that in the net, it definitely has like a grouping of Skyphosa, and there's like a strange slime covering the ship that you can kind of see. But there doesn't seem to be any swarm of Skyphosa in the area. It seems like they may have been scared off.
They were hunting them. That's
interesting. Awesome. All right, I send this image around. You guys see this?
That's
of course you don't see this, but look at this. So yeah.
Fern's very happy. I can tell by the look on her face.
It's just a snot-covered ship. What's wrong?
Mostly the snot.
Yeah. Mostly. Mostly.
Do we have the ability to contact the?
Yeah, it's the snot mostly.
Do we have the ability to contact the rebel base? Like, contact one of them and ask what they know about Skyphosa? I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, we do.
Yeah, you can contact them.
Was that a hit or helium? What the fuck did you just...
I hit my stizzy.
Fuck, you sounded like you damn near killed yourself.
That's how you know it's working.
Is that how you know?
Damn
right. Are we making a call to the rebel base? Is that what?
Yes, I'm gonna.
I'm in Tokyo.
Who would be the best person to talk to at the rebel base? Who?
Any?
I mean, I guess I would hit up Bach and be like, "Yo, I think we found out what happened to your satellite, but more on that later. What do you know about Skyphosa?"
Oh, nasty little fuckers. They're like the bane of pilots everywhere, traveling through deep space. They're ethereal beings. They live off of brainwaves and electronic fields, electrostatic fields, and they drain power from ships when they're in swarms, because a whole swarm will drain a ship very fast if you get caught in it. That's a odd question. You're not stranded, are you? Are you stranded? Do we have to come get you?
No, not stranded.
Wait, hold
but we've got a well, not necessarily a distress call. They weren't able to get a distress call off. And can I transmit him a picture of what I saw?
Yeah. So he won't see the ethereal parts of what you saw because he doesn't have the goggles. But you can send him, because that's magic that's showing you the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can only live transmit that to
what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if you're like looking through there, your magical goggles are showing you that image, but if you transmit what you're seeing, it's just going to be without the ethereal. If anyone else is looking at that image without the magic, it's basically leaving that magic field, so they would just be seeing normal space.
Okay.
So they just see the ship
in
in the net.
Yeah. And nothing. Right. Can they see anything in the net? I guess is my question.
Every now and then, like I said, when you guys sat there and you're kind of taking your rest and you're watching on, every now and then you can see a shimmer of color in there, and like that you can see that the net has caught something, and it seems to be a Skyphosa just based on the coloring, because of the colors is like that rainbow pattern. But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll focus on the net and the ship and I mean, like, I know you can't see this, but there's what appears to be a slime when I look at it, coating the entire ship. That make any sense to you?
Well, I mean, so it could be a Leviathan maybe. So there's things that eat Skyphosa. I've never encountered them or seen them. There's things supposedly that can damage ships. You said it's covered in slime?
That's kind of what it looks like.
Maybe they weren't...
No. It's snot.
Could be snot.
I don't know.
We've done an intense chemical analysis
gross.
and have determined that it is ogre snot.
It is ogre snot. No, if there's some kind of slime, maybe there was something else in the Skyphosa swarm, or maybe they had something on their ship that interacted with it in a negative way. And I'm not really sure. I don't know much about.
Or maybe it's Skyphosa repellent that didn't work.
That could very well be.
All right. Anybody else on the asteroid that would have an idea or have any kind of an expertise? I know space creatures. It's in the universes I've visited, space creatures have been few and far between. So
hold on, maybe Nozarka.
By the way, do you guys mind if we bring company? Just throwing it out there before we forget this.
As long as they don't start problems, we could use all the manpower we can get.
I mean, they've got a big fucking ship.
Cool shit to show you, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see what Nozarka knows. I'll be right back. And so there's 5 minutes of dead silence when he comes back. Nozarka said, yeah, there's definitely other things out there. And I said what you told me, and I mentioned the snot thing, and she thinks that something else was hunting the Skyphosa, and that the ship got caught up in it. So,
okay.
There might be something big out there. Maybe.
Shit. All right.
Is anyone alive? Do you know if anyone's alive on the ship?
We're not sure. Have we done a scan yet to see if anyone's alive on the ship?
I don't know. No one said they had.
All right. Well, then let's roll a fucking scan.
I don't believe that I do scans. So.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess I didn't say anything about that. I'm just looking at the outside. So yeah, let me go ahead and scan for life.
If you want to, you can always hop in the starfighter and do that. But no, so when you do you get your van to run scans, and you get back that there is hold on one sec. There's two life forms on there that are like humanoid life forms. There's no other life forms that you're picking up. Yeah.
So two, I tell him, as far as we can tell.
Yep. And there's no power, so if you wanted to, you'd have to try and restore power to the ship if you guys wanted to get manifests or anything like that off there. Because it's just completely dead in the water. You have to jump it. No, I'm just
docking. Are there docking ports or?
Yeah. So where you would dock and come out on this ship is actually right there, the 9. That's where sort of whatever ship you decide to dock with, the docking port would line up right there. So you guys would be coming in, right there.
Cool.
Through those green doors.
Did we take a short rest? Is that what we did?
I don't know what we're doing.
We haven't done anything.
Well, I guess
yet.
I'm curious. There's 2 life forms.
I'm taking a short rest now.
How much longer do they have? Do they have 4 hours? Do they have 8 hours?
Judging by the time, they weren't here when you came, so they haven't been here that long. So you think if their ship doesn't have a leak, they have the 8 hours in terms of life support. the ship's big enough that they would have the 8 hours for you to take the rest, or the 4 hours or whatever to take the rest. You just don't know what medical injuries people have sustained and stuff like that. Life support, they should be fine unless there's like a toxic something. But yeah.
And okay. All right, guys. What do you think? Do we take a rest so we're fresh and can handle whatever the hell's going on over there? Do we take a little half rest?
Okay. First of all, I already hit long rest because my long rest is 4 hours. So my long rest is your short rest. So.
All right.
Do whatever you're gonna do. I'm taking 4 hours because I can't undo this. Is my point.
Gotcha. Do you get any benefit from just a short rest?
No.
Okay. Well, then I guess we better do a long rest.
Boom. Okay. So 8 hours. Pop, pop.
Thanks.
Thanks what?
For the long rest.
You're welcome.
Bam,
We're
bam.
walking into over there. Hopefully we didn't just damn some poor soul.
I'm sure they won't mind.
When you scan, there's now only one life form. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I did say something about injuries. I don't know if you caught that.
No, things happened. Now there's 3 life forms. Just kidding. No, it's still 2. Scans haven't changed.
3. Hold on, 3 life forms. So someone gave birth?
Yep.
Jeez, the fuck is going on in there?
Just you wait.
Temporal.
No, thank you.
There's a temporal anomaly going on within that ship. We need to be fucking careful.
Ding.
All right, so I guess we'll take my ship since that's the only way to fit all of us.
We could dock the spider if you want.
Really? I mean, the
Excuse
Spider's kind of a big ship.
You could technically still dock it because it's made to infiltrate other ships.
Well, then fine. Yeah.
Fine, I didn't want to take mine anyway.
The main hallway of
involve this ship. I like this ship.
The main hallway of the Death Spider drops down and extends out of the ship, kind of like a long proboscis of like a fly or something, and it connects to ships
Spider
that way.
dick.
Basically, spider mouth dick. But yeah, so if you wanted to go attach the Death Spider, you could, or you could fly up the van or whatever your choice is.
We'll have the Death Spider go ahead and fly up
so
and attach.
As you guys are watching the docking, it is kind of eerie as you see the legs of the spider sort of extend and kind of grab onto the other ship.
We're watching the docking.
That is unnerving as fuck. I like it.
Oh my god. True Kronos revealed.
Oh.
So that is access. Okay.
I'm just saying that I would prefer to keep your ship and my ship unattached to other ships so that there are uninfected fallback positions should we need them.
Right.
Heard.
But
what?
I'm just saying the Death Spider that we're on, the pilot said that kind of never really sees the Skyphosa around.
Right.
So whatever's hunting the Skyphosa probably won't come around either. Maybe.
Smart thinking.
Since it's hunting them. So I'm just saying, if I'll take whatever advantage we got.
So, as you guys successfully dock, you realize there's no power. There's no power to the other ship. So you guys will have to basically force your way in one way. And like pry the doors open, power the ship in some way.
So
Very forceful entry.
Now forcing our way in. Oh my
More stocking.
gosh, I can't. Holy shit. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Also, I'm going to cloak my ship before we go in.
Okay.
Yeah, cloak that shit.
My ship.
Disavow.
I was never here.
Raven disavows what's happening right now.
Holy fuck. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you guys will have to pry the doors open and or power the ship and get them to open somehow. The spider can forcefully do it, but it's more of like a breaking, and when it retracts, it doesn't really care what happens to the ship sort of thing. It could break through.
I would suggest that our 18 strength and our whatever the fuck Luke has. What are you, 16, Luke?
Strength?
Yeah.
19, bitch.
He's got magic items.
Yep.
Magic items.
Hey, it works.
Why don't you two pry it open?
Does my ship have cloak as well? Because it would. I'm just curious because it would look better if it was just the fucking death spider and nothing else. You know what I mean?
I don't think you guys didn't get invisible cloaking. You guys got holographic cloaking.
Okay.
So you can have both your ships look like tiny little spiders flanking the death spider.
Oh yeah, the hologram scrambler.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The physical appearance there. Yeah. Okay.
Ramen
Yeah, the cloaking
for us.
The cloaking one was a different one that you didn't buy.
Damn.
Was that available? I would have bought it. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have stole it.
I just stole it.
Throw a firework in the other direction. Ah, what's that? What happened to your cloak? Oh, no.
You can always make trades and upgrade your ship and change parts out.
Right. No. Dude, by the way, I dig the fucking picture down at the bottom. That's funny.
Wait, what picture?
Of my ship, like the description of my ship, and like down at the bottom, it's funny.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot that I put a picture on there. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, that one.
Dude. Dang it, that's like a weird tick. I need to not do that.
It's fine. I'm sorry that I pointed it out so much. It's the same thing that I do, so
it's either that or I'll go like.
yeah.
I used to do that one a lot, but then I got aware of that one and tried to change it. But I guess now I do dude. I'm a baby shark, guys. I'm sorry.
Baby.
I'm glad
No.
I've never heard that
No.
song. So.
No.
I need.
I will kick everybody, and it will be Luke and I.
The Bryn can give me a strength check, and so can Kronos.
I have a paltry 16.
Dirty 20, 16 plus 4.
12.
All right. 12 total.
Yeah.
You guys, are you rolling with advantage because you guys are helping each other?
Oh,
Try to pry it open.
I did not.
I didn't roll with it.
That was significantly worse, so we're sticking with the 12.
Oh, no.
I said roll your big die, goddammit.
Oh,
17
hold on.
plus
Was
4,
this for
so
fun?
21 this time. Yeah.
Well, that would have been better.
Yeah, you guys are trying, and it's just not working.
It's
You don't
slippery.
seem to be making the move. There's a moment where Bryn gets the axe in, and Kronos, she's pushing, and you're pulling, and there's like a little play in the door almost, but it sort of just goes back and when that happens, you do get like there's like a musk coming from inside the ship, a smell of
That's bad.
you get.
You smell stuff like that when there's a dead body.
Okay, guys. Wait here.
Bye.
Poomp.
So you wait for them to squeak the door open just a little tiny
Yep.
crack again, so you can see past, and they're just. Okay, so as you're in there, you get this like musk smell. It's very humid in there, even though it doesn't.
Oh, my fucking face shield is up. I am not
Okay.
breathing any of this.
The readings that you're getting are telling you the humidity is really high. No, I'm just kidding.
Is there anything on the other side of the store I can use to try to pry?
Not really.
Stripper pole, maybe.
You have the stripper pole.
Can I use that to try to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a strength check with advantage because they're on the other side still trying to pry it open as you like teleport through real quick.
So I rolled a 9 and a 19.
What's the total with the 19?
22.
Your athletics. 22.
Oh, no, hold on. It's 22 with my +3 strength, and then you said athletics?
Yeah, what's your
25.
athletics? Okay. So, 25 is the DC. So as you guys are just like prying it, this just disappears as there's a little gap in the door. And then the next time you guys go to pry, you see them kind of pushing themselves back as they're using the stripper pole to push one of the doors back. And you guys get leverage and push. And then as you start to push, both doors sort of give, and you can kind of push them open and they stick when you stop them. They're past that spring or whatever was kind of forcing them to shut, and they're sort of stuck open.
I have a 19.
And as you guys look into that room, you just see there's a wall with a bunch of doors on it, 6 doors, and then there's another wall to your north on the map where there's a bigger door, like a 10-foot kind of door, and that's covered in slime, this sort of yellow snot-colored slime, and then next to that is a ladder that goes up into the upper deck of the ship. You guys seem to be on the lower deck. And judging by Kronos, the way you would judge that would be the bay, the like loading bay that would be between those big doors.
Yeah,
Okay, so are we over here now or over here now?
Yeah, you guys are in there where Kirby basically is. You guys went through the door into this space. Yep.
So I had it backwards. Gotcha. So that you said, is there anything in here, or we have to force each one of these doors?
Yeah. Or restore power to the ship.
Can we ask the people on the bug to try to restore power to the ship?
I was going to say, is there any way they could do that?
So, if the Death Spider used normal power methods, it could, but because it's just magic-based with psychic energy, it actually can't restore power to the ship. However, you could with either your ship or finding this and using like your light and your electricity magic and stuff like that. There's ways you could sort of jump start it and give it enough power to operate certain things.
So why don't you put your lightning to good use instead of zapping us?
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Get out of the way.
So zap this shit.
So once we find engineering, I guess Luke can help, or I don't know.
Yeah.
If you landed your bus on this ship, could it like zap it through the hull or something? I don't know. I'm not a fucking engineer. Can't you Star Trek Scotty this shit a little?
He could. Yeah, he could use, like I said, he could use the ship to jump it, or he could do it with his magic or something along those lines. But the Death Spider can't, just because it runs off psychic energy from the pilot.
Right. Well, so I would just have to. What would be the process of using my ship? Just have the ship land on this one and send energy through.
You would basically be connecting your ship to it. That would be the check, as opposed to using your magic on its engines. You would be physically connecting your ship, making the connection so you transfer power appropriately and don't blow anything up.
Okay.
So it's up to you. Do you want to use
engine
versus finding their engine and using your magic to sort of power it up, which could still backlash. Just depends on what you choose to do and how you roll.
Okay.
All right. Well. All right then. Yeah, I'll have the eviscerator land on the ship and try to jump it, so that we can check these rooms and hopefully have a little bit easier time getting to.
So you actually move around to outside the Death Spider, have your ship basically come pick you up, and you kind of land on the back engines of the ship, sort of where you're looking at the engine where it says right there. You kind of land up there, and you start trying to dig into a panel and physically connect your ship, like wire it to this ship. So go ahead and give me, with your tinkering tools, give me a check with that. Just a single roll.
Also, I'm going to summon my familiar. in the
Nice.
form
Oh.
of an octopus
Nice.
and put it in the air vents to go
Okay.
scout.
Where are my tinkering tools?
On
They're
the
gonna be
left
in
of
your-
your character sheet.
Your tools, yeah, left, bottom left, where your proficiencies are. Tools and stuff are in there too. They're not gonna give you a something to click on and roll.
No, I
Oh,
know,
you
I
actually
just-
you actually don't have them in there, but they are there. Because where it says like loot, lyre, sham, and vehicle water, you should have tinkering tools there too. as
Oh,
well,
okay,
but-
tools. Yeah, okay, got it. Is there anything that affects my roll, or can I do I just roll?
It's intelligence plus proficiency, so it would be 6 plus whatever you roll.
Get a 6, you bastard.
17. So 6 plus 17. 13
23.
or 23.
23. Nice. Okay. So yeah, as you hook it up, Dis and Bryn, Kirby and Kronos successfully restore base power to the ship and its functionality, and the doors they all have like green lights that light up next to them, except the lower 5 on that room, the one that has like the gray bars. Those are have red lights next to them. Those doors are still seem to be locked. And yeah,
Oh,
there's now
did you
power
say
on the ship.
these?
Yeah.
These are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't trust that those are locked.
Well, I mean, they might be quarters.
And they might be
Personal.
quarters.
Personnel quarters.
Doesn't mean it's not bad things in there.
No, I know. But that would
I'm gonna
explain
go
why
into
some
this
of them
room.
are locked.
Just
So
to
that one's
see-
unlocked. As you go in there, this is no. Let's see. Right. So in here you see one of the life forms that you scanned. There is a elven woman frozen in a cryo chamber in front of you, and this seems to be cryo storage, like cold storage for things. There's also like some food stuff in here, but there's another pod, like a cryopod, that's empty, and they seem to be like medical cryopod sort of thing.
Does the display on it tell me anything? Is there a display? I don't know.
So she wasn't
how
just
long
stuffed
she's-
into a food freezer.
Kind of, except this is not necessarily a food freezer. This one that she's put in, when you're like looking at the reading pad and all that stuff, basically it says that she's been put into cold storage, so she's been frozen for long storage, and it says that she sustained an unknown injury on top of it looking like a puncture wound, a deep puncture wound.
Fuck.
Which
How long has she
there's-
been in storage?
So you guys had 8. You guys had the 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
So almost 10 hours.
Huh. I don't like this. Not at all. I relay this to
Nope.
everybody. I don't like punctures. No, sir.
Sounds like a
Nope.
vampire.
I come out of here, and I'm going to go up into here.
So that opens and the mucus sort of spreads, almost like when you part your lips and you've got a lot of spit. It sort of
Oh,
gets
gross.
thin, and it
That's
doesn't
nasty.
break. So you'd have to walk through it and or teleport on the other side with your bonus action. But it sticks there, and yeah. So when you look in there, you can see that all these
Going right
vats, the ones that have the slime on them are empty, but all the other ones seem to be full with Skyphosa. They're basically moving around, like going in and out, and you can see them hitting the glass and like forming and then trying to go ethereal and disappearing, but then they form again, and you see they can't seem to leave whatever these containers are, but the ones with the slime on them are completely empty. There's nothing in them.
Aha.
That's not
Ugh.
a good thing.
What's up here? Is that a desk
That
or
seems to be equipment. When you look at the boxes, that seems to be food storage, like dry food goods, and then the gray boxes seem to be some type of scientific equipment. And you think by looking on the outside, it has to do with the netting that caught the Skyphosa.
Skyphosa. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's up here?
That's a loading bay that extends and
Okay.
retracts.
Is that just more shit?
Yeah, that's just more
Okay.
science gear.
That's nasty up there.
Okay, so
Make sure I didn't miss anything.
we're just on the lower deck. How do we get to the?
Ladder.
It's right next to the door with the big door. If you look,
Okay.
there's just like a little bar that leads you up
Right.
to the next deck. So if you look,
I don't want to
At the-
reveal too much, so
you can. It's fine. Yeah, you can look at the big ship. It's fine because at this point, Kronos would have the schematics because he turned power onto the ship. You would come up in the middle of that ship if you scroll
Like
in.
here?
Yeah, we'll go up a little more, but on that wall, right below that wall, because that's where the ladder comes out. If you look, you can scroll in, you can see
Okay.
it.
God damn it.
And as you come up into that hallway, the number on the hallway is I can't remember. Let's see, main hallway.
I see.
Center hall. Okay, so it's 2. In here, there is one dead female elf body, and she's like seems to be covered in the slime, and her skin is almost like translucent.
Ugh, she's jellifying. What?
And it looks like she was trying to get to the door to your south and to the right. South and to the right of you, the big double doors that leads into where it looks like there's 3 beds. Looks like she was kind of like going towards there with her hand out.
Oh, like here?
No, up
No,
a little
up.
more.
Up right next to the
Right
3.
there. Yeah, she's like away from almost running away from you guys towards that with her arm extended towards that door, but didn't quite make it.
Okay. I'm gonna stealth and scout.
Okay. When you go in here, I need to make a couple checks. Okay. So as you come into the room, you see something move from the bed in the middle to the bed underneath the bed in the top, and there's sort of sheets that come down, so you actually can't see what's there, but something human-sized went from one bed to the other, just outside of your
Peripheral vision.
your peripheral vision, but your passive perception caught it. So you actually saw it, but it's technically got cover from you from where it moved.
Okay. Can my shadow like interact with anything? Like touch things?
Yeah, if you wanted to like have it pick things up and move them and like, carry it to you and stuff, and like throw things, I'd say yeah, I could kind of do that. But you have to focus on it, like when you're focusing on it to make an attack. So if you wanted it to walk over, focus on it and make it like lift up the bed with the tip of its sword or its hand, you could do that.
Exactly.
And he moved to the north one from the middle one. As you pull up the blanket, you can see there is a man with a white sort of mustache that's kind of long and extended. A little tuft on his goatee. Not much hair seems to grow there, but what does grow is long and unkempt and sort of twists out from his chin. And he's sort of got long, scraggly, almost like Einstein hair, and he's covering his head. And he looks up and he goes,
Can I tell what
sees you.
species?
well, as he sort of peeks up through his fingers, he looks human.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of like looks at you and he goes, "Oh, you're not a pirate, are you?" And he's just like looking through his fingers at you. And he's basically helpless at this point. He's just hoping that you don't have ill intentions.
Well, regardless of whether or not I'm a pirate, I mean, unless you want to stay here and rot and die, I why don't you come out and tell me what happened?
Oh, thank you. And he sort of comes out and he looks at you and he goes, "Well, we were skimming a Skyphosa swarm. I have found a way to collect them, and I want to hopefully find a way to lure them in and harvest them for energy, because the energy that they emit is seemingly abundant and can be manipulated in certain ways." And he's sort of looking at you, and he has you sort of look at him. What's your insight? What's your passive insight?
God, this guy's a fucking loon. All right.
Yes.
Mine's
That's definitely
a 22.
My passive insight's only a 13.
13. Okay, but yours is a 22, Chronos?
Yeah.
Mine's 16.
Okay. So if you hear this and it's sort of walk in and see what's happening or see through channels, Chronos, you would get this guy and peg him instantly with the way certain things that he's wearing and stuff is a wizard. He's more futuristically dressed than your typical robe and pointy hat wizard, but the arcane symbols and stuff like that. He's definitely a man of the arcane teachings. And you get the sense that he's probably wanting to use them for some sort of component in magical energy is probably what he's talking about.
Okay. So they're. I guess I'll walk into the room that they're in. I'm mighty curious about what knocked the ship out, one, and what all this snot on the walls are.
I think whatever feeds off of the Skyphosa swarms partially ingested our ship, and we kind of lost control for a moment and wound up in the Skyphosa swarm, and before we knew what was happening, the ship was dead. Everything went dark. He sort of pulls up his finger and the finger starts to glow. My magic to investigate, and people had been wounded. And he basically says, Giselle, I don't know. She was impaled by something. So I put her in storage and came up to see what happened to the other people. And that's when I found Thala in the hallway. Kushkin is in the recreational area, and he looks the same way as Thala does. Everyone else is missing, and no one else is on the ship. We had four other people with us: Alwyn, Theoden, Beldroth, Aelor, all gone.
There are 2 people alive on this ship. Would your frozen friend count as one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's lame.
Huh. So the bodies that are left that are becoming jelly, for the lack of a better term, were they partially digested?
That's one of many working theories. But was she still cold? You said my friend in cold storage, Thala. Was she still cold? Oh, and you see there's like a sigh of relief. And he's like, okay. Did you run into anything else on the ship? I heard something moving around. Was it you?
How long ago?
Oof. 6 hours ago, about?
No.
No.
Oh. Huh.
Oh is an understatement at this point, so I'm going back out to the main hall.
Oh.
I'm just going to investigate these rooms since I'm not keen to stand in.
So when you go into there, that's it seems to be a armory, very small. There doesn't seem to be much in here. It just needs to be outfitting this like the science ship. The main deck, you see Kushkin. There's a guy. He seems to be like a military type person, probably the security officer. Seems to be dead, slumped over the table in the recreational room. There's 2 turret cannons right there that if you go into the doors, they just lead into the turrets. They're movable turrets, similar to the Millennium Falcon. And then the cockpit, ship controls. You already found that dead body.
Since the ship's being supplied power, can we start up its own power generation at this point, or is it done on its own?
It's currently charging, basically. You're trying to get enough power in here so it can kind of just coast around, like coast its way and move at least. I was assuming anyway.
Yes.
I'm gonna search dude, by the way.
If you were running scans on your ship, you can look at your bracelet, and there's basically no actual exterior damage. There's no leaks. There's nothing. It just seems to be like the power was drained. So if you get them a good amount of power,
right,
a moderate amount of power, he could fly himself somewhere, or you can take him with you, leave the ship here, or whatever you want to do at this moment. It's up to you.
those turrets say we take this ship with, but we keep it at the safe distance, and we bring somebody over that can take a look at this shit. But I am definitely curious to talk to our wizard friend about what he's doing with the Skyphosa.
Where is everyone in the... Okay, go ahead, Dis.
When we came through that airlock, we were closing it behind us. I'm not dealing with shit sneaking onto the spider while we're over here. I was exploring around here. I think you said Kirby went in there with me. And what you doing, Brian?
Okay, what? All right.
I'm just poking the slime with my axe.
The slime?
Yeah.
So you turn around and you're poking at the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's not there, Dis. She's at the wall. It's important. That's why I'm asking. And
of course it's important.
Kirby is with Kronos. Dis is searching the rest of the ship. Dis, when you come out of the cockpit and you see Bryn sort of just like poking at the slime, Thala's body's no longer there. There's just a slime spot on the ground. No footprints or anything. If you go into the lounge, that body is also missing.
Has my octopus in the vents seen anything yet?
No, it reported to you that there was no one else. It told you that it would have reported the same thing that you had found.
Hey, Bryn. I point to the slimy spot on the floor.
Motherfucker.
Discord. And you said you picked the octopus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
So I'm in there talking to our new wizard friend.
I want to start running down like heebie-jeebies trying to get away to be next to Dis.
No, never mind.
I sent to Kronos and Kirby. Dead bodies disappearing when we have our backs turned. FYI.
Okay, that's disconcerting.
I didn't do it.
Oh my gosh.
9.
I didn't say you did, but thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that. I turn to our wizard friend. I am very curious about the experiments you got going on here, but more crucial, currently, the dead bodies of your compatriots have disappeared. So,
when you say that, his eye goes wide, and he goes, "What?" And he begins to run past you. Dis, your octopus, as it's searching around and trying to find its way back to you through the air vents, it feels something rubbed up against it, but it didn't catch a glimpse of it. But something's up there, and it's small like the octopus. It's tiny like the octopus.
Can I tell where the octopus is right now?
Technically, yeah, and it would be above you, kind of close to where the slime is on the map in the air vents, coming above the armory down towards you.
It's a bug hunt. Because we didn't get enough of that where we just came from.
The sector of space.
That wasn't a bug hunt. That was a bug escape.
that was an infestation we ran away from and nuked from orbit.
Kronos, get out your new ointment.
No one is.
I didn't get new ointment.
I changed the ointment because it was literally just gave you like 2d4 hit points and cleared poison. I was like, no.
Neosporin.
Yeah, you got Neosporin.
Hey, hold on. Neosporin anti-itch.
There we go.
It cures
Vapor
poison.
rub.
It's special.
It's the anti-itch one, so
Vicks.
you won't itch your scar.
I don't like it here.
You're not supposed to.
Mostly. All right.
Mostly.
All right, we gotta clean this ship out.
I don't think we do.
I think we can just leave. I think we can just go.
I think we can take Chick out of the freezer, put her in another freezer, because she ain't fucking
Put her in
around
another freezer.
a very
You
thick
feel like
freezer.
you could transport the medical pod she's in, the cryo pod she's in.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
up in here.
Sounds better than taking her
Yeah.
out of anything.
And by medical, it's designed not to like diagnose. It's like more of a medical storage. It's to store
Like
people.
stasis, yeah.
Yeah, stasis. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm gonna-
where did
It's
the
not-
wizard?
He's
Where did the
down
wizard
here.
go?
He
No,
ran to see. You said bodies disappearing. His eyes went wide. He ran, slid down the ladder, and he went into the cryo room and is
All right.
looking into the cryo chamber. And he like sort of like, huh.
All right, let's
She's still
let's
there.
follow that bastard then. If nothing else, we can get him and the rest of that shit out of here.
I turned to Bryn. You know anything about setting engines to self-destruct or anything like that?
I could hit it with the axe.
I feel
When
so much better.
he hears this, he sort of yells up like, or he looks at you, Kronos, because you're down there with him, and he looks at Kirby. He goes, "We need to get her off the ship, and if you're gonna set this to self-destruct, I have to get the net. We have to attach the net to your ship because he's basically saying he needs his medical or his science gear, so he needs the net. And basically, if you go into the loading bay that Dis was in, at least one of those big silver crates, the one that's off to the side that is unopened. So either that or connect the net to one of your ships that's already got
Why
the swarm.
exactly do we need?
He
to do
wants
that?
it.
I'm
That's
glad
what he wants.
That's
Want in one
And
hand.
he's saying it to Kronos.
Well, he couldn't even hear me say that. He's a deck and 3 rooms away behind the other side of 2 doors.
so.
But
In
he
other
knows-
words,
I transmit this to. Listen, how long? I ask him how long do you think it would take to get your equipment?
It's not 3 doors. They're technically standing in that doorway, and you guys
This
are
one?
behind one, and that goes to right there where there's a ladder that goes down right to where they are. So you're not that far away, and you're not saying you're speaking quietly. So technically he could hear you. It's echoing around a ship. But yeah.
No, yeah, because the ladder's right there.
so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna yell
It's literally
really
like
loud.
10, 15 feet away.
I'm just gonna yell really loudly. We really don't have time to get your diary when bodies are moving.
I'm going
Like-
down this ladder.
Ready to go.
Why do you need it?
Oh my gosh, we went all the way there just
This
so you
is
could.
work.
That's lovely. Why do you
Literally
need
don't
it?
care.
It's my life's work. Why else
Okay,
wouldn't I
so-
need it?
Do you want your life or your life's work? Those are your
Okay.
choices.
When you say that, make a persuasion or intimidation check.
I'm really curious why this is so important. Is this
Because
civilization going to end?
when you spend your life researching something, it's very important to you.
Are you telling me he doesn't still have his research? He needs this net and this.
He
net
has his
only.
research, but he would like his equipment too.
His
That's
prototype.
my point. He
Get
would
new
like.
equipment. I rolled a 6, so I'm not persuading anybody.
Y'all super worried about these dead bodies. I mean, I understand they're moving and whatnot, but it's not like we haven't faced, moving bodies before. I'm just saying.
I would like to persuade him to tell me what is so important about the net versus his life and research.
So, what was your roll?
19.
19. So he
Plus
sort of
10,
looks at.
so
He looks
29.
at. Okay, so 29. Yeah, just give me the total. So he sort of looks at you, looks back, and like takes a deep breath, and releases it, and he goes, "This could fund the rest of my life and my family, and me and Thala could." Or not Thala, what was her name? Zella. Giselle, that's the one. There's a lot of names. Me and Giselle could start. I had a thing with Thala. No, I'm just kidding.
You keep using
why
the
she's
same
a gold
names
star.
over and over, and I'm like,
No,
how
I
the
know.
fuck- Is it
No.
really popular?
No, but he says that him and
That's like
Giselle could
Jane.
start a life with the money that he makes if he could get a proof of concept. He thinks that these things could be used in place of any magical component. So any component you need, you could use the energy from these things in replace of it. So it is very valuable. And he basically says that he could pay you for the trouble.
I say it's worth it to us.
Okay, I would like to point out really quickly. Time out. I would like to point out really quickly that Kronos is on the side of money.
This is true.
Honestly, more I'm on the side of this dude having his research and his equipment. And
Can I just?
honestly,
I'm on the side of living.
Yes.
Okay.
Throwing that out there.
Same.
Bryn, you and Kronos helped get this popsicle out, okay? How much does your equipment weigh, Mr. Pointy Hat?
I don't know, maybe certain pieces are like 25 pounds altogether, maybe like 100.
No, this big fucking crate. That's what I'm talking about.
The whole thing? I don't know. A couple 100 pounds? Maybe 3? What what's the weight capacity of your teleport of your dimension door? Isn't it like 500 pounds or 800 pounds, something like that?
Roman, I love you. Today I learned Gisela was not really memorable, and Thella
was a hoe. Yep, that's exactly the takeaway.
Also,
Well,
Mr.
she did
Pointy
die in the
Hat,
horror movie. She did die in the horror movie, so that proves that she's the hoe.
If this is Sally Skimmer, where the fuck is Sally, Mr. Pointy
Don't
Hat?
see anything of as far as weight.
As far as weight, okay.
Yeah.
It just says
Or a single,
object.
single object
you can carry.
see within range to a destination you select. If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside a 10-foot cube, and it can't be held
Yeah,
or
that
carried
does.
by an unwilling creature.
Yeah, it's within a 10-foot cube.
Okay, so he needs that particular piece right there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could take the whole crate.
Can you cast it twice?
No, I cannot.
Oh, great.
I've got one of these.
It's either that one crate or attach the net that's on the outside of the ship where your ship's attached and you're feeding energy. You could also attach the net he has attached to his ship to your ship, is what he said too. The crate or the net. Because there's
Okay.
another net in that crate.
That seems
Oh.
horribly bad. Because that net already contains things. And I feel like we're just basically chumming our way through space if we do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll just grab that crate.
Yeah.
You
So
have
why
the
don't
choice. That's
You have the
and we're
choice.
making the
Would
choice.
you like to play Space Jaws?
Need a
Yeah.
bigger boat.
Right.
So, oh god. All right. All right. I'm gonna take Kronos. I'm gonna grab Kronos since he only has one cast of this thing and go here. All right, do your teleporty thing.
All right. I
Your
will
teleporting thing.
teleport it to.
Insect ship hold.
I guess. Yeah. Teleport it to the hold of the Neogi ship.
Oh wait! Before you do that, let's look inside this and make sure there aren't 20 bugs.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Let's go ahead and take a
Hold
little
on.
peek.
Let me get the mimic sheet out. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding. No, when you open it, like you saw before, it's basically just this complex series of rods.
Rod. All right,
All
do
right,
your
so it
thing.
appears,
It's a
it
magic
appears to
item.
be the equipment. So, all right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, go ahead and teleport it to the hold of the
deck.
The deck.
And you don't have to go with it. You can literally just send the object, I believe, right, with teleport? If it says you can send
Yeah.
an object? Yeah. Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna bamf back here with Kronos.
I'm rolling Frozen Girl somewhere.
Right here.
Yep.
That's right.
So what? Pushing her down the stairs.
Up the proboscis of the death
Oh,
spider.
it's up. Nice.
Yeah.
That's
It goes down.
wonderful.
As you guys are you guys walked down coming in, but as you guys are going back, the ship roll, like the spider legs roll the ship and orient it so it's another downward path for you guys. So it's always easy.
Always down.
We
Yes!
shout out, thank you. Okay, not all spiders are inherently necessarily super bad.
As you say that, there's a small little warm feeling in your bones, Kronos.
Oh my gosh.
As you guys begin to cart the magical work of Sal Imander, the wizard, and cart his medically frozen girlfriend up the proboscis of the death spider, we will pick up next time on Dice Dames and Dudes and figure out what the fuck you guys just brought on board.
Medically
Dun, dun, dun.
frozen girlfriend.
She is not getting thawed.
Not until we have somebody take a look at her.
Who says she's bringing anything?
Wow.
Bump, bump, bump. You guys all have passive perceptions for a reason.
Good job, babe.
Yes!
That
Best
was
part
awesome.
is that last one, I clicked the wrong place. Was like, fuck! Shit! It's very stressful. You wouldn't think it would be. It's only 3 clicks, but holy fuck. Are those 3 clicks
Very,
stressful?
very small time frame.
You click the first one, then you're like, if I'm not ready, I'm fucked. Anyway, what the fuck are we doing? We're playing with goo and have some frozen bitch now. And...
the box seemed to be empty, but is the wizard, you know.
We need a medical quarantine. We don't know what's in his chest. I am not playing Alien.
Space bugs. That's the name of this episode.
Holy fucking...
Why am I drippings with goo?
There were so many opportunities for that. You waited till now to play.
I know.
Yeah. I didn't want to disrupt things.
I wonder if you guys can see this. It's probably gonna be too close.
Yep, I see it clearly.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
awesome.
Oh God.
Totally playing
I think
Alien.
on the Steam summer sale that oh God, is that a dick?
What in the hell?
It's a pickle. It's a pickle that peed. It's a pickle that peed itself. I drew it during the intro.
Oh my...
Nice.
Ping pickle.
Merch coming soon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes! I like it. He's cute and looks high.
He is high and he peed himself.
Of course. Wait, is this pea brine or is it pea?
It's Brian.
I mean, either way, it's salty, but...
Oh.
God.
I had to.
By the way, you should have told me that he was Sally because there was a token for Sally.
I forgot I made a token for him. It's been a while.
Yeah, I was expecting a chick. That's why I hit it. I thought there was someone else to find.
Nope. You assumed.
How dare you?
Sal Imander.
Oh my gosh, terrible. Alright. Well, this, once again, has been another... I feel like we, got out of an encounter and then, immediately got into an encounter.
Indeed.
Was it
And
an encounter?
I don't trust
Judging by
what we
the
just did.
7 enemy tokens that were in the bottom left-hand corner of the map.
Or did I
say
do
yeah?
that to fuck with you? Because I
No,
know I'm
you
giving you the maps.
I mean, that is also a possibility. Look, I'm just saying, I want it on record. Shay, for the first time, was totally fucking heartless. Nah, fuck it, just leave everybody. Let's get the fuck out of here. Shit's covered in goo, bodies are moving. I don't really want to play.
I'm just saying the ship itself could be useful to our rebel friends if we can purge it. But we can always tag the ship and let it sit here.
Or you just blow it up.
Some person, Lenore is, I think, Leanore.
Huh, what was that?
Lenore.
Oh, yes. There's also... so I don't know if Mathena's going to be there They haven't responded to me about a time slot, and now they only have one time available. We also have Chuma Hill, Kenneth Rocafort. Who else did we add last minute? Corey Barton, Don Chin. There's so many. Dandal. Yeah, we got Booty Juice. Booty Juice jumped in. Yeah. Yay. Yo.
Lenore is LEA.
Yeah. Obviously Rini is back. Jason.
Who had to step
Luke.
out? Jersey?
Huh? Yeah, unfortunately Bill Jersey, he's gotten slammed with deadlines, so he had to bow out last minute. But he's gonna really try for October. And I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll see.
Yep, Christopher John.
Yeah, who else? Let's see.
The auction for the
Chuma
first
Hill.
time.
Shelby Robertson, Christopher John, Jason Chumahill, Don Chin, Kenneth Rocafort, Rini, Death Metal Hero, Mike McMahon, Lenore, Bill Mouse, Cat Mouse, Sterling, Marty Weber, Rob Willis, Corey Barton.
Mathena, by the way, is METHEENA.
Yeah.
If they do anything.
Yeah, I'm still.
So all E's and two of them between the TH and the N.
If you really want MAUS, if you really want Mathena to be a part of it, make sure that you nudge them, because I said in the last time that I reached out that I wasn't going to bother them anymore, and they had to get back to me with if they were still in. And the only time that's left now is 9. So 9 p.m. to whenever. But yeah, it's gonna be fucking insane. I am stoked. I'm hoping. I'm supposed to be there twice, one for the masks and one for art, and I don't know if I'll be there for either, so we'll see what happens.
You can sell. I mean, the masks are done.
Not fully.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw
that shit behind you is not fully. I see.
So this one's already sold. That one I have more that I still need to do. So.
Gotcha. And the other two, including that lopsided alien that scares the shit out of me.
Leave Life on Korra alone. Leave him alone. He's fine. Anyway, and I'm still working on Bazooka Dog. I gotta fix that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's
There's
right. You're gonna make his Pringles can more perky.
he's got a sad Pringles can.
Aww.
Anyway, he does.
Blue pill. Blue pill.
I feel like I have to show it
Blue
now.
too.
It points down.
It's really not a Pringles can.
It should point up, but it points down. So we'll see what happens.
He's aiming a warning shot at the ground in front of him.
That's just horrible.
Just resting on the beam.
Yes, booty juice is Dandal. Yep.
Oh, Dandal is DAHL. I think.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't he?
Yep. But yeah, it's gonna be great. I am super stoked. I was gonna say I can't wait to see what Luke's bringing, but I know what Luke's bringing because I've seen.
Yes, we have.
Fucking hell, man! Like,
Why are you blushing, Luke? Why are you blushing?
Luke's like, hey, look at the preview of what I've got, and I was like,
I'm coughing.
fuck it,
Yeah.
I don't have art. I don't have anything now.
I gotta. You know the block that I'm in. I have to.
I know. I do know the block that you're in.
Triple D's ablazing, you know.
Dude,
Big.
seriously,
I'll
everyone
go
in that block is gonna have big old titties on display. So it's a good thing that you got some.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good.
I'm saying.
All right, let's wrap this bitch up. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us.
That's what I said the second we
off
saw
the
the frozen
rails.
bitch. Let's wrap this bitch up. Adamantine. I think we should drag her back behind the ship. That's all I'm saying. Just attach her to a chain, drag her back. Please proceed, Shay.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. You can check out redvalkyrie.net/merch for some awesome merchandise. And yeah, we will see you guys next week, where we find out what the fuck is up with this frozen ass bitch that we just brought up on a ship because apparently we're that altruistic or stupid. I don't know.
And are we heading into Alien?
I do want a flamethrower.
I have a flamethrower, and it comes out of my hand.
Woodrow,
I have a
What?
flaming axe. I'm just gonna.
can I buy like a nuclear-powered flamethrower?
You can, yeah. We can make it something
Yeah.
interesting.
I need something that does AoE. That's all I'm saying. Please proceed, Shay. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.